Hello, everybody, and welcome to R6. Late on Friday night, we have a CR6 game, playoffs. I think this is for top 16. I'm a familiar face, of course. I am CS Sticks, joined today by,
Hi, I'm Awesome Sauce. I'm on the JV Valorant.
possible new R6 caster.
Possible, very high chance.
Very high chance. So, doing a little test run tonight for the CR6 game. Don't have a ton of information going into this. This was pretty impromptu. I know we're playing Kansas State, and then if we win today, we will be playing Utah State on Tuesday. So, big stakes. We want to go on and play, higher schools. As I stated, it's for top 16 today, top 8, and so on and so forth. But we do have the map veto for us today. Starting off, we're going to be playing Clubhouse. I'm not sure who picked each map today, but we have Clubhouse, then to Chalet, and then Bank as a decider if needed. So pretty comfortable map pool for the Vandals. We've seen all of those maps played before. And I don't know what to expect going into this game at all. So I've not paid attention to the CR6 season. We've not really streamed them at all. It's just been ECAC, and so I don't know if we've played Kansas or if any of the teams we've played have, how they stack up. So
Yeah,
it'll be interesting.
unfortunately, I haven't been watching any of the R6 streams either. I'm not part of the team, so I'm not keeping up with it.
Yeah.
But starting from now on, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, for sure. And then, of course, we do see our team getting ready to play, sending invites over and whatnot. Just for our viewers and for you, going down the list, we have 5 flavors far on the left, followed by Chan, Aquino, Darkheart, and then Icy over there on the end. So we see pretty basic sitting composition here. You have Aquino right in the middle. He's usually the shot caller for the team, calling strats and kind of arranging the troops. On both ends, we have our support players, 5 and Icy, and then Darkheart and Chan are kind of just they fill in wherever needed, and they usually have pretty good games. So big numbers coming from the Vandals, just big output overall. All of them are peak champs, so they're pretty good at the game. On Monday, we had an interesting match against Buffalo once again. So last year, we had a match against Buffalo that ended up being a forfeit after map 1. One of their players had to leave, so they had to forfeit after map 1. And then on Monday, we had a game, got one round in, and then their lounge closed, and they had to forfeit. So it was very, very unfortunate match. We were all ready, and in that one round that was played, Chan got a 4K, and so it was going to be it was a great camera angle. It was going to be a really good day for him, but it ended up just being cut short. So a little unfortunate, but it was still a win for the last game of the regular season in ECAC.
Yeah, I understand. My game on Tuesday got canceled because they were missing a person. I was so excited to play them. It was gonna be a clean sweep.
Yeah.
But still excited to hunker down.
And
get
I
some
heard today that the Valorant JV team is undefeated.
Undefeated,
ECAC,
6-0.
going into playoffs.
Yep.
So how are you guys feeling going into playoffs? You think you're gonna sweep through?
Oh, well, not trying to make the stream about Valorant, but
No, but we get to know you a little bit.
I think first place is definitely within reach.
For sure.
There's only one other school that is even making us a little nervous, but even then, I think we could just destroy them if we just lock in.
Yeah, should be good season for you guys.
Yep.
I think we'll definitely get you guys on stream a few times, especially with you guys playing as well as you guys are. So
for
sure gonna try to get some games for you. But yeah, as we should be getting pretty close here to game time. Just doing some final. I'm assuming they're getting everybody into the lobby. So
yeah.
I think we'll see who starts on what side for each map. That's kind of how you decide who picked it, just because we don't have the actual veto for it. We just see the maps that they picked. So, but Clubhouse is a pretty basic map for the Vandals. Chalet as well, so it could have been either one of those was picked. As I mentioned before, very strong map pool for us. So I'm hoping that we start on defense on Clubhouse, just because I hope that was not our pick, just because I want to see it, because our Vandals have some really good strats that they pull out.
Yeah.
They watch a lot of Pro League and they steal strats and put things together. So I'm excited for Clubhouse. I wanted to see it at the start of the week, but it didn't end up happening. So
Yeah.
it was in the map pool. It was the second map of the series, but we didn't get there. So
Yeah. In my opinion, I like playing defense first because I can copy their strats, play when
yeah,
we're
that's
on defense.
completely fair.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, if you start on attack, you can kind of see how your opponents play as far as if they lurk a lot and stuff like that. But as we get underway here, we're getting the bans first. I think we're probably going to see pretty basic bans off first. Off
Yeah,
the start.
Blackbeard, very basic.
Yeah, Blackbeard and Cade being banned. Let's see. We do not have which side. I might be right up on the top up here. Idaho versus Kansas up top right and left. But if that is accurate, the Vandals will be starting on defense. So, starting off with a Cade ban and then a Monty ban. Okay. So this is a little interesting. The Vandals like to do their reconnaissance work. Yeah, we are starting defense. So there had to have been something. One of their players must be a shield player. So they're banning out the Blackbeard. They're banning out the Monty. I would assume as we flip to defense, we'll probably see a clash ban as well. But yeah, so we'll see how we do.
Yeah. Shield ops can be pretty annoying, especially if you don't
Yes.
have a trap op on defense.
Yeah, the shield operators are really annoying, and the Vandals, they tend to do pretty well in dealing with them, but if Kansas has like one person that's just really dedicated to playing shields, or even a couple people that play shields usually, that can be very problematic.
Yeah.
But we do see a very basic bedroom site first, bringing out the castle, and then going to be trying to bandit trick. So very basic strat, and we'll see how the Vandals do. So
Quite a standard setup.
yeah,
Big fan of the mute. Being a Maestro player myself, I don't like being shot through walls and floors.
for sure.
So
for sure.
gotta love the drone denial.
Yeah, we do see on the side of Kansas, Finka, okay, pretty basic. Noct being in play is a little interesting. I know if Shadowy Figure was here, he would be super hyped about that. He loves Noct. Also a big Cav player over there, so he loves those kind of roamy characters. Very soon, they do find the bandit trick coming up, so shooting the drones out, making sure there's nothing. But there really isn't much that Kansas can do to remove this bandit. So just going to have to try to get the wall the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, no dedicated hard breach is a little upsetting to see.
Yeah.
I prefer to have one.
I think it would have been the start. We have a lot of kills coming out in very quick succession. 3 of the Vandals go down. Make it 4. Now just 5 left. I don't even know where all those kills came from. I think the Kansas was just in from the roof hatch.
Yeah, too busy yapping, but it's just... Oh, shoot.
5 getting a double kill. Is able to pick off Yao Ming. Worm and Frank left in this 2v1. 5 is just bouncing back and forth, stuck in this bathroom. He's just being held.
Yeah, pretty bad corner.
See if he tries to run out. He does have the opportunity to get out of the corner. Do they know? They do know now. 5 just spamming back and forth.
He's in a much better position, though, because he...
Yeah, Frank just on that
Unfortunate.
little swing, able to take down 5. That was a rough position for him to be in. All of those Vandals going down very quickly at the very start of the round. So
He was able to make some progress, though.
yeah, got a double
Getting
kill
back
into
there.
that. I think it would have been a 4v1, honestly, and then pulled it back to a 2v1, but was not in a great position. So we'll
Did
see.
alright.
Yeah, the Vandals are going to actually switch up the site. We do see that quite often. If they don't win on their first one, they're going to switch it up and then go back to it later. So
Yeah, most definitely. I haven't played a whole much of the new season. Is Denari really good?
Denari is very interesting. So we've seen him played a couple of times. He's pretty much just Capcan, but better. Like, you get, I think, 7 of his little deployable tripwires, and you can lock off entire, like... Yeah, so like that right there, we're locking off the trench walk-up, or dirt, or whatever you call it, without having to, like, put a Capcan. So you can't actually clear that out without like your teammate coming and shooting it from the other side.
Yeah.
So we do see an entire role swap on the side of the attack. They were assuming they were going back to the same site, but instead switching over to a much more first floor dependent team composition. We see the Ram and the Buck. So
Yeah. Gotta admit, I hate Ram players.
yeah, Ram is super good. Ram's gonna be the next agent I get. So for sure.
We have Scopos on first floor.
Yeah, Chan
Gonna
does
secure a couple of cheeky kills.
Chan loves to do this. He's done it a few times now in regular season. But I wasn't sure. Was that a drone on him or was it our cam? I'm not sure. But there was somebody on cams looking at where Chan's positioned. So not sure if it's known to the side of Kansas. It looks like they are. They're trying to clear him out. So
If he plays this right, he could burn quite a bit of time.
yeah.
Make it so they have to make some risky plays.
And that's the beauty of Scopos. He's able to just leave and not have any danger. He's able to just switch back to the other body.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in a bad position? Not anymore.
Yeah, like they can still take out... Oh, okay, speaking of taking out, 5 gets the opening kill, and that's on top of Nomad. Quick fight back from Yao Ming taking down Kino.
They're still trying to flush out Scopos.
Yeah. I don't even think Chan's even first floor anymore. I think he's pivoted off. Yeah, he's back down in the basement. But all of the Vandals playing just in sight. I guess 5's the exception, playing on the stairwell. Darkheart holding a very good angle up into the window, holding for jump in. Ooh, actually taking a bit of chip damage. The Vandals, they seem very afraid almost. They feel very trapped. There's so much of this top floor is already broken.
Yeah.
A lot of the walkways are super dangerous to even try to walk past, so...
Yeah, getting into a... Just being able to rotate around safely is difficult.
Yeah, and Worm's still very cautious of players lurking back up and coming first floor. Still outside, now making their way in. Chan has actually rotated all the way up top floor.
If they play correctly and don't give ones, they could force risky plays here.
Yeah, there is only 40 seconds left. Chan is going to be trying to get anything right here towards the end of this push in. And Kansas is taking a ton of time. Only going down the main stairs now. There's 2 players down. Chan on that flank is able to best 1. Now running in, flashes. And the plant coming through. Are the Vandals able to stop it? 5 on the double kill. Trying to lurk back around. He's going to have a back turn.
And it's
Darkheart gets there first. Worm now the last player left upstairs. He does have an angle onto the diffuser. We'll see if the Vandals are able to clear him out. 5 not able to get that done. Now walking back around. Dropping down hatch. Icy
wasn't
ready
able
for
to get it.
Yeah. Just a tap on the diffuser. Sound cue forces the mistake to happen, and then Icy able to pick it up. So the Vandals fight back 1-1 now.
Good job to our Vandals for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been very back and forth.
Yeah, I really, it's a viable strat, but I really despise the breaking the ceiling and getting picks.
It happens in pretty much every game. Every floor that you can do it, the Vandals or the opponents do it, just because it's so difficult to deal with, especially when, like, if you're not playing for that that first floor space. So, like, when we go to Chalet, we'll see it 100%. The Vandals love to play first floor, and then they'll actually play second floor. So they'll defend the second floor while the bomb is first floor. So we'll see that a lot more as we move on through the series. But back to this second floor site, this bedroom.
It's like doing pretty standard breach denial.
We're going to be doing pretty much the same thing. I'm assuming the Vandals are going to play a lot more passive, and they're going to expect probably similar strats that they did before. Going to be playing around that hatch a little bit more and protecting. Protecting 5 is always the goal, making sure that he doesn't get killed on the main breach. But okay, we do have an interesting thing here. We didn't ban Ace, which Ace in competitive is banned every round.
Yeah, he is one of the best hard breaches right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's one of the best hard breachers, and his AK is just super good. So.
Yeah, I need a quick clarification. Does Wamai stop Zofia Underbarrel?
I am not. I would assume so. I'm not totally sure though. I guess we'll see if that comes into play.
Hopefully we can see some action there. Hopefully Zophia's dead before she can even get her gadget out.
Yeah, and some of these hard breaches are already coming in. You see that breach in cash coming through. Vandals playing a little bit, well, very back. Everybody playing site or nearby. As the cash room gets flooded by Kansas players.
Yeah,
We got gridlocks on the flank. We're opting for that rather than the Nomad this time. Icy, just kind of playing where you'd expect 5 to be, but 5's down here on the stairs. Chan had a very good angle that it would have paid off momentarily if he had waited just a second longer. Now
looks like Chan might be able to get. Oh, who is that? Who is that on hatch? Was that the Flores?
That was, I believe that was Ace, but that would have been Case coming in. As he drops down, Chan does best Frank. And 5 with the C4, able to get one as well. Draken on 2K, as well. A Worm as well chipping in, making it a 3v2. 5 and Icy. They're in pretty good positions right now to stop this push. 5 in a very similar position as last time.
Yeah,
this time he's not alone.
He does have that rotate out.
Yeah, as Icy gets droned, they now know where he is.
Swapping mags.
Rest of Kansas just making sure he doesn't leave. As 5 goes down, it's just onto Icy.
Oh,
He does
good
get
wall
that
bang.
wall bang, but Diffuser's getting planted. He's going to try to rotate around. It's being held. Oh, jumping out.
Oh,
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Uni saw him pass, so he was ready for that.
If he didn't, though, he could have gotten free kill.
Yeah, if he wasn't spotted there, I think that would have been a free kill and then into the 1v1. But that does not go the way of the Vandals.
Oh, unfortunately not.
Again, that second floor just wasn't good for us. So we'll see if we switch it up again. If we go back to the cache room rather than, or the CCTV cache bomb rather than the bedroom.
I'm hoping so.
But we do have another band coming through. Honestly, I'm not totally sure what we will see.
Yeah, Bandit
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, so
Most definitely.
the Bandit is now banned, so we're not going to be playing for Hard Breach as much. We'll probably see we'll keep the mute there. But other than that, there's not much we can do about that Hard Breach, and I assume Kansas is going to play pretty heavily for it. Yeah, we do see the Thermite. We saw a Thatcher last round. I don't know if they'll pull it back today, but realistically they won't. Actually, the Thermite switching off to the Ace immediately. And we do see the cache room site, so the Vandals usually have pretty good setup on this. They usually play both the bedroom and the cache room like they do for the other one, but we tend to hold cache better than we hold bedroom for some reason. So
I'm excited to see if anyone's going to be holding inside of garage down first floor.
it is usually a very good strat, but we do not have the Azami this round. Oh wait, we do.
Yeah,
Aquino's
we
on
do.
it. I missed it. But yeah, so we'll see Aquino and probably one other Vandal playing in the garage, just top floor, so on the rafters. Yeah. This is so far this game has been very good. Like the Vandals are definitely getting tested.
Yes.
The Kansas State has been playing pretty well. Very back and forth. Our defense does tend to be better than our offense, but
That's got me a little concerned for round swap.
yeah, for sure. All right. So far, the Vandals have a little bit of space still in the building, playing first floor a little bit, holding on to the main stairs. And there goes the Selma charge from the Ace, breaking open the hard wall. Ooh, droned out. Chan is now known that he's in garage, but no one's there to punish.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Did they reinforce that soft wall on the other side?
I believe they did. I believe Aquino got that garage hard wall, so.
I do believe a zombie is going to be able to get good damage, at
Yeah.
least a kill.
This is also very difficult to clear out, especially since the Vandals banned out all of the shields.
Yeah.
We don't see a blitz being played. Ooh, this is actually a very nasty angle that's I don't think the Vandals know about.
No, I don't believe they do.
Draken's holding. He's getting heads. Ooh, now the Vandals know.
Yeah, unfortunately, he wasn't able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, the elements of surprise is gone.
Just completely tanking the Grim gadget. They don't even care about that.
Yeah. Chan actually able to get one. The knock comes through as well. Aquino.
Oh, we're already on the 3v5.
Draken's still just holding the same angle, but it's not coming through.
Ooh.
Icy's right on the top of this. He's gonna know
They
very
don't know.
soon. He was blind, so called for support, but the commitment to the stairs is not there. He does eventually clear out Chan.
This... Geez, Draken just still wants to get that kill.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good angle, but he's just not getting it. Icy does clear out Worm. That was the ace on the balcony. Oh, he's going to see him.
Oh,
Yep.
and yeah, free for Icy.
Yeah, free with the shotgun. Takes him down, and now the Vandals in a 4v1. This should be easy.
Oh, and Zofia? Dead.
Yeah. Aquino does get the kill, and yeah, the Vandals happy about that one. You see Chan getting a little hyped up,
Yeah,
trying to...
Good job
keep
for our
his team in
Vandals. 2-2 now, right?
Yes, 2-2, keeping it even. I honestly, I really hope we don't go back to that bedroom site. I think Kansas's attack is just a little too strong for that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look like we're doing...
Okay.
Yeah, basement.
Since it's been the 2 rounds, the basement is back open to being picked. So we'll have a chance to win that one again. We'll see if Kansas does a similar strat. We do see the Ram again. I think it's going to be a pretty similar strat. I think it came down to the gunfights last time.
Most definitely.
The Vandals were just able to clear it out a little bit quicker, get those headshots. But it did seem very suffocating. I said that before, that the Vandals felt almost everywhere was unsafe, but they were still able to get the kills somehow.
No, it's scary, man. You know, knowing that now you got to worry about up above.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't say it's my favorite feeling in the game.
No, it's and for whatever reason, trying to fight through the floor is just so difficult for me. Like whether I put the hole there or not, I just cannot win.
Yeah.
It's just so awkward. The vertical fights are so weird, but we'll see how Kansas approaches this one. I think they may take it. They may go a little bit quicker this time. I think the time came back to hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, they are running the Buck and the Ram again, so they're definitely going to be destroying all of the floor, ceiling.
And
you already see them doing it.
Yeah, Nomad is back in play for this. I think the main issue was Nomad went down super early on, didn't have time to put up the air jabs for the flank. So it allowed Chan to get at least 1, maybe 2 kills last time. I'm not totally sure.
Oh, it looks like Chan is being hunted now by Deimos, but...
Yeah, he's known, and 5 goes down as well. That's the Denari gone down, but I'm assuming all of his charges are put up already, so...
Yeah, I don't... Does his charges work like Lesion, where he generates them and then can place them down, or is he given all of them at the start?
I would assume... I don't think he's given all of them at the start. I think he's given 4, maybe? So he's able to put up at least 2... Trip walls, but you can connect all of them to each other, so it can make one hallway just
a death trap.
Completely. Yeah. So Deimos still in play, makes Chan's job very difficult on the lurk.
I think the extra pressure from Chan though is gonna cause him to choke up a little bit.
Yeah, it is buying a little bit more time, and we do see Frank already coming down the main stairs with 1:30 on the clock. Looks like there's only... We still have Chan, I think, on the other side of the map.
It looks like Chan is in first floor. They're trying to smoke him out from everywhere. But
Yeah, Deimos again targeting Chan.
just not able to get Chan. He's too slippery.
He's being very slippery right now. They're not he's not allowing them to find him. He just keeps moving. I think he keeps switching back and forth between where he is.
Yeah, throw off the Deimos. Just spending so much time.
Ooh, and Aquino goes down. That's Uni on the 2K. Ooh, information. Icy now knows. Long range for the SMG, though. Very difficult to control.
Quite.
Ooh, using the smoke to clear out the hatch, making sure they don't drop on him immediately. Oh, Deimos lives.
Unfortunately.
Tons of damage done, but Darkheart does get knocked for it.
Looks like it's just Icy and Chan now.
Yeah, the flashbang clears him out. Yao Ming. Now it's just Chan. He is able to clear off 1.
But a 4v1,
4v1 with diffuser planted. 45 seconds on the clock.
light damage, but
He is pivoting.
no.
This is so far away, going all the way up to Cash. He's going to be able to refight from blue, but that's where he was originally. I just don't think he has time for this.
I don't think so either.
He's going to try to play the verticality a little bit, but he just has to go now.
Absolutely.
Tucked on
Oh,
that.
I think he could have seen their gun barrel there.
Yeah, he did miss it, and Deimos does get the kill.
Unfortunate.
Again, very back and forth. 1 for 1 every single time.
Yeah, it's just having that ceiling open is
It's coming in clutch for Kansas. They're doing very well, and it did come down to the Nomad that time. Uni got 2 kills and was able to lock off the flanks a couple of spots. Chan just was not able to put up the same output he did before.
Yeah, you know, I'm calling it now. Next operator is going to be a roofer, just going to be able to deny any
Just put all
ceiling breaching.
Yeah, just honestly, that would be super cool. I would love to see that because I've always had that idea. I was like, what if I just use my zombies and I just block off the and then they just break them anyway? I'm like, this is.
Yeah,
But
like an operator with a gadget that's like horizontal reinforces anywhere.
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Very situational, but
It would change a lot of how the game is played, especially on these basement and first floor sites where there's a second floor in play.
most definitely would probably be banned, and then they would run RAM.
Yeah, probably. But makes it interesting for Ubisoft to think about. But we do see this basement again. Chan playing Scopos once more. Going to try to keep getting output. He has gotten a few kills, and we do see the output from the Vandals is pretty good. Darkheart having a bit of a rough game, 1 and 3.
Yeah, it looks like this time they're actually not running the Buck along with the Ram.
Yeah, it's just the Ram, and they do have a Blitz this time. That is going to come probably into play pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty scary for solo defenders.
Yeah, the Vandals usually do pretty good job at clearing out shield ops, but
Yeah, hopefully with the Goyo and the Denari,
yeah,
it's going to be. I hope it will be difficult for that blitz.
yeah, I think Denari is going to come in clutch here. The Goyo is going to come into play for this this dirt hold, though. We saw Deimos start there, but I think he has already moved off. Ooh, and my placement was a little bit too close to the hatch. It does break when hatch blows up, so. Ooh, no, I'm wrong. Deimos did stay. He is still in dirt. Oh, and here comes the
And
blitz. Oh,
Deimos-
yes. Yeah, blitz
Deimos
is coming.
I'm excited to see what this blitz is going to try to do.
Yeah, I would assume Deimos got the information that the Denari was there.
Reload.
So I don't know. Yeah, the blitz decides not to go back around. But Chan's still on this top floor. There is someone up here with him. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Uni. Playing up on this top floor, waiting for Chan to make a move.
I'm scared for Chan. Oh,
And there it is. The head-to-head
wasn't
duel
expecting it.
does go the way of Uni. So the Vandals now into a 4v4. The entire floor is gone. Makes it very difficult for the Vandals because they just have to be careful of all of these angles.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but
Dude,
3-2.
Frank has not moved. Did he lag out? What are we looking at? He's still sitting there waiting for someone to walk up those main stairs. Not going to happen, though. Icy does take chip damage through the floor.
and it looks like Blitz is about to hop in. Yep.
Yeah, there he goes.
Ooh.
Trade does come. Frank is still not moving.
Ooh.
Diffuser has been planted. Yao Ming was able to get it down. And the support from Worm behind him. Yao Ming goes down. Now it's just onto Worm. Frank.
Habana is hit and low.
Has Frank moved? Is he still up there? I don't know where Frank's at. There he is.
Oh, yeah, Frank is moving. All right.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Frank does get the kill through the hatch. Now the Vandals, 20 seconds. That's all they have. And they did get the revive, so now it's a 2v3. I think this is going to be near impossible for the Vandals to get. Aquino's trying to stick the defuse. Five trying to buy time on the top floor, not able to get it. And that is going to be the round going the way of Kansas.
It's unfortunate. It's the ceiling, man.
Yeah. It's a very, very tough hold. But after those 2 rounds, CCTV is... Oh, wait. I'm wrong. we're going to side swap. I forgot that it was 6 rounds.
I'm excited to see how this is going to go out.
Yeah, I think so. As I said before, we banned both shield operators pretty quickly. I assume we're going to see probably a Mira and a Clash ban, maybe.
I'd assume Mira is pretty good on Clubhouse.
Mira's just a ban all the time. Ooh, okay, we're going for Cade.
Ace
So
and Cade.
I would assume we're going to go for the Mira second and no Clash ban.
Either Mira or the, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name. Bandit.
They
could go Bandit and then ban Bandit and then go for Hard Breach.
They do.
I called it.
We do see a Thermite ban. That is the main of 5 going out of play. So both Hard Breaches, we're stuck on the Habana if we play a Hard Breacher. That or we just go for a couple people that have the little Hard Breach thing. So we do see Striker coming into play. So that's going to be how we Hard Breach, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what plays our Blackbeard can make.
Yeah, that is very awkward, the fact that we banned out the wall denial and they banned out the Hard Breach. So
Yeah, it is quite funny
kind
how
of
that
a
happens.
kind of a push on that one, but Vandals going to be starting off attacking on the basement. Very interesting for the side of Kansas, opting to go basement rather than starting on the second floor, which you normally would see.
I'm betting that the Sledge is going to, of course,
Yeah,
destroy the floor.
Sledge is a little interesting. Okay, I was surprised you see Sledge and not
switching
Ram.
off to Ram. Yep.
Does switch over to Ram. That's the right thing to do. Sledge just is a little bit out of his element at this point. He's got a little bit of sunset and just not ready to compete with the other floor or soft breachers. So
Yeah,
Buck and Ram are just going to be better every day of the week.
most definitely. I mean, Buck having his gun out already.
Yeah.
Like, even if they catch you with your ability out, you can still secure the kill. Where it's
Ooh, spam going both ways.
on.
Kraken almost just got punished immediately. Okay. Icy, not sure where he was looking, and he does go down to it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not able to secure that kill.
Draken and Frank both coming out with kills very early on. That's Icy and Darkheart down. All of the flashes for Vandals hit the floor early. Chan is able to pull one back.
This is not looking super good.
Yeah, that's the smoke denial gone.
And there's Deimos too.
Outside, Frank gets a double kill. Immediately traded it back by 5, but now the 2v3.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't, break all the floors with Ram and then play for numbers and then rush in after the flashes.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful drone work there. The Vandals get a ping right on top of one of the Kansas players. And now it gets very awkward. We see Worm is going to be the last person playing site. The Azami is actually, he's not even playing site. He's on first floor. Azami was second floor. Yeah, calling him back down. Worm is going to be the last line of defense. Draken hit down low. Ooh, the C4. Is it going to get the kill? I think he's just out of range.
Oh. I don't think he knew he was there when he was throwing that C4.
I think they do because they had a
they do have
ping.
Valk.
They had a ping on him. Somebody was on the Valk cam, so they knew he was there. But the Vandals get the counter information from the drone that there is a C4 there. So do not walk right on that spot. But in the meantime, Draken has moved his way around. I think his bottom garage actually down blue now.
Has taken some damage. If it comes to wall banging, he's cooked.
Yeah, it came very early on. The damage was in a head-to-head fight. Running across, just completely unaware of Aquino's positioning. Doesn't get punished somehow.
Yeah, super risky. Unfortunately, it paid out for them well.
Do see Yao Ming has left the game. Probably a lag out. We'll probably have a timeout after this round. But Draken and Worm tasked with the 2v2 defense. The Vandals
Have 30 seconds left.
They have the HP advantage, but in this game it goes by very quickly. So
Absolutely.
oh, even lower. Draken gets hit down, using the ram to break open the wall. Going to try to rush into A and get the plant.
15 seconds left for the Vandals.
Or are they? 5 creeping his way up to
Ram-
the armory door.
Ram getting lit for minor damage. Dead.
Oh, traded. Worm does get the kill onto Aquino. 5
Oh,
does
it's
get
just
the
5
trade.
now. 5 planting.
He has to get the stick. Draken has time to rush. He is running up, but 5. He comes off. He heard the sound cue. That is very unlucky.
Quite. If one stray bullet to the foot would have
Yep.
secured the round win.
That's very tough, and I do assume we'll have a timeout here, unless Yao Ming is already back in the game. Yeah, he is still missing, so we'll probably have a timeout. Okay, so now Kansas is starting to run away with it.
Yeah.
They're 3 rounds up right now.
And this is kind of scary, I will admit.
Yeah, the Vandals have had a rough go of it since their defense it wasn't
and
the
we're
strongest.
seeing the Mira now,
Yeah, and
like you called.
the Mira is coming out, so the Vandals are probably going to get punished a little bit by not banning it.
Most definitely.
Their strat was called in the ban phase, wanting to go for the hard breach, so the Vandals are going to have a little bit of a tough time. The Mira, I assume, will probably go back to second floor now. And then if we run the Mira, probably in bedroom, would probably be right next to the hard breach. And then over towards cash room, or not cash, what is it? I don't know, office, I think is what it is, where the hatch is. Probably holding towards the construction.
I wonder how they're going to deal with this Mira.
Yeah, I think the Vandals, obviously, they know they didn't ban it, so they have something planned around it. We'll probably see Aquino run the Ash. We did ban out the Electrify from both Bandit and Cade, so they can't just deny the mirror break. So we'll probably see that. And then
Maybe they'll bring out a Zero. He's my goat. Zero's the best.
Zero's good. We may see a Twitch try to pop the Mira, but realistically it'll probably just be Ash, and then we'll keep with the other basic comp. See, can we see it on there? See Capitao, Striker again, Flores, and is that Blackbeard?
Yes, that's Blackbeard. Blackbeard, Capito.
I don't know who that other one is.
The middle one?
Yeah, I'm not sure who the middle one is.
I
don't know. But
might be Thatcher. I can't quite tell from the skin.
yeah. The Vandals, yeah, okay, so they're going to be talking a little bit. We see them laughing, trying to keep the hopes up. This is the pick of Kansas. So Kansas is going to be ready coming into Clubhouse for sure. The Vandals, as I said, they are comfortable on it, but we haven't seen it that much the past few weeks. We've seen a lot of Bank. We've seen a lot of Border, we've seen Border a couple times. We've seen Bank a couple times. Chalet is obviously a good one for pretty much anybody in the game.
I'm excited to see some Chalet action going on.
Chalet is my favorite map, just pretty much by far. It's just so good, and it feels good to play.
With Sledge, not Thatcher. My apologies.
Interesting. Aquino really wants to play Sledge. I don't know why. That's the second time he's picked it in the initial pick phase. He did switch off for Ram last time.
He's a funny guy to play. I can't deny him that.
That's fair. That is very fair. And we do see Clash. Clash is in play. Maybe,
you did call it.
Maybe this is where the Sledge is coming in. We're gonna just see Sledge smack the Clash shield. That does, and I was informed last time by a shadowy figure that just breaks it if it's placed down.
Yeah.
With the new Clash rework, you can place the shield and play around it. So
I'm happy for the Clash rework. I'm glad she doesn't deal damage, right?
It does, I think.
Oh, I thought.
It may
I haven't
not.
been paying attention to the patch notes, I'll admit.
I haven't either. I don't pay much attention to Clash because I don't ever play Clash.
Yeah, in my rank, she's usually a ban.
Yeah, yep, same. But we do see just the normal gym bedroom site. So,
and we're seeing some Blackbeard action here.
I didn't see where the mirrors were placed.
There was one from
weight
room facing
in
out.
the bathroom, right? So that was right next to the hard breach. That's one spot I expected it to be. The other one would have been over by the hatch in, I believe it's called office, right here looking into construction, but it doesn't look like it. I see on this Blackbeard is going to just be breaching in. So this is one big thing. Clash is a major shield op counter. Gonna try to clear out that spot. With just a regular frag grenade, it doesn't do a
the floor is going in, gonna get the information on the guy close in the corner.
Oh, the flank comes through, and a lot of damage done to Icy. Chan also goes down.
That pressure of having a roamer is quite scary.
We're trying to look through the foothalls. Does see him. Draken got this kill on Chan before.
Oh, it looks like the shield is not going down, but did take heavy damage.
Yeah, he does trade damage for keeping the shield up.
Tried to peek off of his shield, but didn't move far enough.
Yeah. Blackbeard is just right on the edge of the distance. Peeking in front of it, 5. goes down. Clash just stuck in this corner. Vandals aren't letting him leave, but it doesn't matter when Draken's up close with a shotgun.
This is not looking good.
Flash comes through. Yeah, the Vandals have nothing to clear out the Clash.
Ooh.
Draken, I think that was a 4K in the round for him.
Dragon with that.
Very solid holding
Holding out.
cash. Yeah, that's really bad when Chan was the first one to go down. He went down through through the drone hole. That was our Capitao. That was the counter to Clash.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see the Capitao gone,
Yeah.
but
All
you know,
right.
as bad as it is seeing their anti-Clash go away, I like playing Maestro. I like sitting in my corner and watching those fire bolts come and cook me alive.
Oh man.
I don't like Capitao. I don't like Capito.
I don't know if Shadowy Figure's still in the chat, but we see a Cav. Or we did. We switched off. Never mind. Unlucky. We almost had it. Uni was hovering the Cav. He did switch off to a... Well, my. How boring.
It looks like instead of Blackbeard, he's now running. Icy's now running Montague.
Yeah. Running the Monty, and we do have just a cache site. CCTV cache site, so it makes it very difficult because the hard breaches are gone.
Oh, actually, they're switching around who's playing the Montague.
Yeah, putting it onto Aquino. Interesting. I'm pretty sure Aquino, when he joined the team, was a Monty main. But
Going back to his roots.
yeah, I guess in this match point, they do have to win 4 straight to take it to overtime. The
Yeah.
Vandals have yet to be able to string a couple rounds together.
I'm hoping they can get some good picks, get it maybe a 5v3.
For sure.
Capitalize, but at
Yao
least we got
Ming
Spawn Peak already.
Punishing. Chan goes down early again. And that was, again, that's our wall take. That was the Maverick.
This is looking scary. I will most definitely admit
Yeah,
that.
very tough for the Vandals. It's going to make it very difficult to even break through.
Device frozen.
Using the tube to try to slow the fallback.
Trying to slow down that Montague.
Yeah, tons of damage to Aquino.
Oh, and Montague's
I
down.
don't even know what that was that did that damage, but he got hit by an explosive and he goes down to it.
I believe it's from if you get shot enough as a shield op, you can get suppressed, and then explosives can do that to you. But
Very tough.
I'm not entirely sure.
Ooh, and we actually popped the mirror through the hatch. Darkheart does get the kill back through it. Able to get the revive as well. So now in the 3v4. But
This
two
is
of the
looking
Vandals,
dire.
Yeah, left limping after those first initial engagements. Gonna try to grab. Oh, make it all 3 of the Vandals left low, sitting in the smoke.
He's
is
looking in the
Icy.
wrong spot for them.
Yeah,
They
he's
were all
actually
first
down
floor.
low, close in the garage.
Both of them
door.
are down low.
Yeah, underneath the stairs. Frank has actually moved off, but right here in this corner, I don't know if the Vandals are ever going to clear that.
And Capito's gone.
Frank and Uni
Oh.
both in succession, taking down 2 of the remaining Vandals, and now it's just onto Darkheart.
I'm curious what Darkheart's gonna do here. What's going through his mind?
Yeah, he can't get through this hard breach. It's a 1v3. He's got a minute left, and he's got no HP. Worm on the swing, is able to take it and close out the first map. Rough start for the Vandals, but we'll see kind of how they bounce back into it going forward. Going to be going into Chalet next, but yeah, that was a tough wrap.
Yeah, most definitely.
Both of our rounds came from the defense, and then after that, the switch, Kansas just kind of rolled on the defense for them. So
Yeah.
that was a little bit of a tough one. As always, our Vandals are going to go and take a short little break, so I think we will do the same. Go ahead, go and grab yourself some water, go and grab a snack, whatever you need. But yeah, don't go too far because we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hello, everybody, and we are back. We have a little bit of a sub-outcaster.
What are you talking about? I'm the guy who was
Oh,
previously
yeah.
here.
Sorry, you are Awesome Sauce.
I am awesome. So that's what he's going by?
Yep, that's
That
what he
is
went
not
by.
what's on the roster, but all right.
That's what he went by.
We'll take it as better than what's on the roster. Nobody asked. Game 2. How did game 1 go? I was a little occupied.
It was a little rough. That's what I'll say. Is it was a little bit rough. The Vandals got a little cooked. Also, just as a production note, we do have no game sound right now. But the Vandals got. It was very back and forth to start. It was 1-1, and then it was 5 rounds straight.
Ooh.
Or 4 rounds straight, I think, to close out. Maybe it was 5. I don't know. To close out Clubhouse. But now we are going into Chalet, which should be the pick of the Vandals.
It is. The clubhouse was Kansas State's pick. And Chalet is, one of our really, really, really good maps.
Yes.
So with a little luck, we execute on it, go game 3. I watched a little bit of stream around everything else. Yao Ming looked like he was popping off.
Yao Ming played very well, and he did have that unfortunate disconnect, but he was already dead for the round when that happened. The Vandals had a tough time. I think Darkheart had a rough game. Chan had a very unfortunate end to the last few rounds.
I heard something about spawn peeking when they were walking out of the room.
Yeah, that did happen. The last round of the game, a little bit of a swing from outside, taking down Chan, and he was going to be our breach through the wall. So a little bit of a tough situation to be stuck in. But yeah. Okay, so we are going to see just a basic, what is this, game and room? I don't remember what it is. Game and bar, that's what the site's called. So yeah, this is a first floor site. And Kansas is going to be doing just the high-level strat of playing the floor above. Not allowing the Vandals to take the top floor and then just transitioning into the first floor take. So we'll see how the Vandals go about this. Usually it's just going to be a pretty standard top floor fight. But we have seen before where we actually do the opposite and we take basement and then it transitions there. But
I think the goal from these guys is to get whatever space they can get, because they're always talking about how they're not taking up enough space. They're not taking it quickly enough. Lord really knows what that means, but they talk about it a lot, so I think it's important.
Ooh, I think this is what it means. Frank is ready for anything to come at him, but he's in.
Oh!
There you go. Darkheart getting the very first kill very early on in the round.
That was clean.
Yeah, Frank was the kind of the extremities holder there. He was in the basement. He was going to be the one making sure the Vandals don't take basement and then work their way up, because then that puts all of these players in the top floor out of position.
Well, it also means that we do have the man advantage as we look for attack here. I do want to ask, Chalet, attack defender sided?
I think, okay, and it kind of depends on the person and how you play as a team. I think everything is defender sided because you'd rather defend than have to take the whole building. But so the Vandals typically we are a defender sided team. We usually do better on defense. Just because attacking is so difficult. Having to play against so many different strats and different play styles, like the whole point of the game is you build a composition about how you want to defend or attack, and then if the other team counters that, then you're out of luck. So that's the whole point of the ban phase, and we kind of skipped over ban phase because we got into it. But we have the same kind of bans as Clubhouse. Banning out the hard breach. All right, okay. We did bring the Flores, and that is going to clear out this deployable shield.
My concern is there's only a minute left in the round.
Yeah.
And, we talked about space. There's still a lot more space left to be taken towards this site, so we kind of have to get a little bit of a move on.
100%.
It's nice seeing us play this slow for once, though. We're normally very aggressive with it.
Yeah, Chan knows that this corner is occupied, and the Tachanka is going to be very problematic. The Tachanka, his whole job is to just stall time.
Oh!
Aquino does actually clear out Yao Ming on the corner. Uni does get the kill
I think
on
he got
Darkheart.
2.
Might have been coming through. The Dragon is kind of stuck standing in the fire. Uni actually making it a double kill. Chan goes down, and now it's just 5 and Aquino, and they're so low already. Now it's just 5. 15 seconds is all he has to work with. Ooh, very quick headshot. Taking down, I believe that was Worm and Uni as well. Now he knows where the last was, but 5 seconds, he does not have time for this. I believe he has the diffuser, but yeah, having to hop into it. Draken is able to best him. That was very clean shots from 5. Taking the 2v1, or 3v1 into a 1v1. So picking up 2 kills in that was very good for him. We're looking for the Vandals to kind of fight back into this. That first game was a little bit tough. So we're hoping that the Vandals get a confidence boost in this.
I mean, they're the underdog, because I don't know if you looked at the bracket, but I did, because you
I
know
did
me
not.
well enough to know I obsess over brackets. It's like the job description.
Right.
University of Idaho, 23rd seed, got Auburn, which was like the 26th seed game Tuesday,
Right.
which we streamed that. I think that was a pretty clean 2-0. It was an overtime win game 1 and then a little bit of a curb stomp game too, if I'm going to be real.
Okay.
And then Kansas State 10th seed. If we win this, we end up with Utah, the 8th seed, who
Right.
lots of love to Utah. It was kind of close at LAN last year.
Okay.
So, like, there is hope. These guys could beat 10th seed here. They have to look clean, obviously. We have to go to decider. That's kind of where we're at. But, like,
Right.
it's possible. They just have to believe that it's possible. And I'm not sure that these guys always believe that it's possible.
Yeah. The mental of esports is pretty much the entire thing. If you have a bad mental, if you're not thinking you're better than the other team, then makes it very difficult to win rounds and win the game. So, but the Vandals, they are off into this next round. Pretty much the same kind of strategy coming in for Kansas. We have a different site, but the same kind of game plan. We do have a castle this time, which is going to kind of block off a little bit of the rotations upstairs. But, yeah. I was talking to Five before the game, and he said that he really wants to win this game just to play Utah again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're not looking ahead to spring quite yet, but we're kind of looking ahead to spring in terms of, do we end up back at that LAN? Does
Right.
Utah still take us seriously? Spring is also going to bring around Big Sky Championships again, which we're back-to-back in Rainbow Six.
Right.
Like, yes, we're top 32 in the nation right now. Yes, we want to be top 16. Yes, all of that, but there's also the look ahead of we kind of feel like we need to prove to Utah that we're worth something around here.
For sure. And I think what comes first is we need to prove it to ourselves. We did it last year. We need to prove that we can do it again. Ooh. Icy? I don't know if the
Ooh.
shield is as big as he thinks it is. He is still trying to fight into library, and finally Draken hits the shot, is able to take him down. But in the meantime, 3 more Vandals go down. It's just 5 and Darkheart again. Darkheart is able to get one this time. That's Yao Ming going down.
If it's a 3v2, they are pretty full on health, so like there's hope if they can take this. Only have a minute.
Yeah.
It is worth noting Icy is a god on a shield. Like, that man makes shield plays that I cannot believe I'm watching. That was not one of them.
Yeah.
But they do exist.
That was pretty interesting. He was just so focused on the library. I think it's because he killed 2 of his teammates. He was just trying to make sure that didn't keep happening, and it turned into a very unfortunate, I guess, game plan. But the Vandals now have 40 seconds, and we still have to clear out this top floor, as well as getting downstairs into the site.
We do get the drone out, so we know where one of them is for now, temporarily, of course. 30 seconds, 5's going to fall, double kill for Draken. They grab the diffuser, but Darkheart is so low, gets murdered.
Yeah.
Killed. Can I say murdered?
I guess you can. He got impact grenaded, actually. So
if we're going to be specific about it.
a little bit tough. The Vandal, I think what happened there was 5 was trying to clear out the Goyo, trying to help Darkheart, but little did he know he was being held through the hole in the wall. So, all right, the Vandals having a rough go of it right now. Still are down 2-0, going into the second floor master bedroom site. Can we get a hold tab really quick? I'm curious on actually we can see it here. The kill spread. 5 is at 3, Darkheart 2, Chan at 1. Aquino and Icy still yet to get a kill. On the other side of it, we got Uni and Draken both on 4 kills each. So,
Look, it's Icy.
putting in work. Icy, yeah, we're gonna look to him. He's had some really good games this season. He came off the bench from last season, and
It was a bench he put himself on. Mm-hmm. Like, I do want to put that
For
out
sure.
there for everybody. He put himself on that bench.
yeah. Was it a class conflict? He just couldn't play?
It wasn't a specific class conflict. It was just there was too much happening for
Right.
him to be able to devote the time the team needed.
Right.
So he took a semester off, went to Utah with us, was really happy to have him back on the team this season. And, I mean, like I said, he's a great shield person. He's a great front line for us. I think they call that breach. I don't know if they actually call that breach.
I think it's just shield and or support.
He's really good at that. I've also heard he gives really good shoulder rubs when they're stressed.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. He's the front line. He's the extra drone that we have. That's the whole point of a shield. You just sit there, you gather information, and you just kind of wait for your team to swing on them. But it's been very difficult when your team is dying before you.
We don't gotta sass him like that.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm painting the picture as it is. These last 2 rounds have been very bleak.
There have been moments of hope. I will say that much. We had the numbers advantage in round 1. I think what hurt was throwing that. Round 2 was just a little bit rough. But, like, here I see going forward with a shield looking to take up that space, heading up out of basement into the first floor, or first floor into second floor?
This is basement into first floor. They're clearing out floor by floor, making sure that they're not missing anything. And that's what takes all the time off the clock. Little do they know, Yao Ming, he has been sneaky, even though he's like 8 feet tall. He has been sneaky in the basement, and the Vandals are making their way up.
Uh-oh.
Clearing out the different space. Now, this is just a bulletproof camera. Not much it can do other than gather information. Vandals do have the Ash if they decide to use it against the bulletproof. Probably not going to do that. But, yeah, Aquino swapping over to a little bit more of a comfort pick, I think, on the Ash.
Yeah.
One of
Ooh.
Darkheart does pick up Worm. That was one of the first floor defenders. He was playing, I believe, bottom solar.
5 gets dinged by walking by that thing that explodes.
Yeah, that's his own utility that he used. Ooh, icy.
Ooh.
Very awkward. He's re-cleared the basement. Oh, and he has a teammate coming to help him. The spam is just a little bit too far off. Darkheart coming down in the boat room. Going to try to clear out Wine. He's stuck behind this wall. Vandals, this is just buying time. This is just eating away at the clock. Frank taking a little bit of chip damage through the hard breach. And the Clash is still just kind of sitting. They're over in the, now in piano. Just going to be playing for the jump-in, I assume. Waiting for the Vandals to try to make a move. Frank has a very tight angle. Ooh, spamming away, not able to get it.
And at 30 seconds, Aquino's going to fall down here. 20 seconds, that clock is ticking, and now the Vandals are going to get a little bit desperate. They've got 2 on the swing looking to find Frank here.
Flash going forward. Frank does best.
Oh!
He bests 5 while blind.
Oh! Ooh, we lost Kong.
We're still in the game. There
They
we go.
look
Darkheart.
depressed.
No, he's stuck.
He killed Icy!
The
team killed.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened to us, and I don't know what happened there, but that was a team kill. I saw it on the score.
That was a lot of that was a lot that happened right there. We can kind of unpack it as this next ban phase goes through. Frank swings with a DMR while blind, just no-scoping, and he gets a kill on 5, which I think 5 was further back in the big window. He wasn't even up close to the door. Immediately gets traded. In the meantime, Icy and Darkheart trying to get into the site. The breach was a little awkward because we have a Habana and not an Ace or Thermite because they banned it. And so it made it very difficult to get in. Somewhere in there while we were on cams, they TK'd, and now we're down 3 rounds.
What's funny is I think the cams were a little bit ahead, so I think we saw Icy's live reaction to getting team K'd.
Yeah.
Because that man just looked depressed.
Yeah, I mean, that's so unfortunate because he's the shield. Like, he knows he didn't get shot in the front. That's very unfortunate. But you know, Darkheart adds 1 to his tally. He's up at technically 6 kills. But
Gotta pad those stats any way you can, you know?
yeah, right now Kansas is looking a bit untouchable on this defense.
It's okay. There are still plenty more rounds left to play here.
There is. Now we do have 3 rounds left on the attack for the Vandals. I think we need 2. We need 2 at least going into this. We're never going to see the basement be picked as a site that gets played. We're going back to the first floor. This was the first site we saw. And it started out good for the Vandals. Started out with Darkheart getting an entry onto Frank. And since then, Frank's done a little bit. He's got a couple of kills. He's on the Solus again. So I think he's played Solus pretty much every single round, which is interesting. Solus is a character that, you know, they're cool, I guess. It's just a defense-sided IQ, so you're able to kind of read, you're able to see the opponent's utility, you're able to see drones and stuff through the walls.
Okay.
So it makes it very easy to clear out drones. As we can see, there's only 3 left up there in the little handy utility belt. There's only 3 left on the Vandals, and I believe they're all still in the pockets.
Perhaps.
So, actually, 5s is being used actively. But yeah, the Vandals, they are making their way up through the basement. They have cleared it out. on the first floor.
Ooh.
Worm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, back and
Uh-oh.
forth. Frank on the P90 does get 2. Icy gets the trade back. Now the 3v3.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to counter what you said about we need 2 on this half. I'd be happy with them just getting 1. They need to rebuild the confidence. They're on like a 7 or 8 round losing streak overall right now. They need to prove that they can actually win a round, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, Chan on this big window again. He spent pretty much the entire time last time we were on this site in this room. He did get the kill in the corner, but once again, he's going to call on his team to get there. Icy is down below. He's directly below Chan. So what I assume is going to happen here is Chan's going to try to... Oh, never mind. He dropped down. They're both going to go just in the window. They're actually climbing in right now. We can see it on the screen.
Ooh.
Not ready. Didn't clear the corner. Darkheart does go down. Trade from Icy. Ooh, a little bit of a pre-fire. Triple kill for Icy. Now he's going to get the diffuser planted. Chan is still upstairs.
Oh, God.
Not covered. There it is. Woo. Okay. There it is. The one round that we said was needed. The Vandals pick up in the first of 3.
And, I mean, 5's getting the monster going right there. So,
Yeah.
clearly we need a little bit of caffeine. We need a little bit of energy. We see some of those smiles coming out, which is nice. Now they need to turn that, like you said, into at least another one. This
Yes.
half, ideally 2 more. Leave, split, 3-3, make us feel better about it.
For sure.
But, 1 is the first step to 3.
Yeah, you can only play this game one round at a time. Comebacks happen, especially in like a game like Rainbow Six Siege, where it's first to 7 rounds. In most of our other FPS games, that's half of a half. The halves go
I
to
think
12
that's called a
rounds.
quarter.
That's what I'm looking for. Half of a half is a quarter. But yeah, that's nothing. That's very little of the game. But in this, it's the entire game. So these one round at a time, they do take 3 minutes, plus the prep phase.
Well,
so
what I love about Rainbow Six compared to our other first-person shooters, though, is there is no economic momentum.
right,
Like Valorant CS, because you get more money when you win versus when you lose and all of that, you have that economic momentum. You have those save rounds, you have those econ rounds, you have those thrifty rounds, you have all those things.
Right.
In Rainbow Six, you get the same loadout whether you're up 6-0 or down 0-6. Mental, yes, I know, resets, all of that. But, like, you can win any round just as fairly as you could win the round before that, which is really unique in that first-person shooter realm to Rainbow Six.
for sure. And it makes it very, very quick paced. And I know we joke about it a little bit where we're like, yep, oh, now we're going to sit for a minute while we're outside trying to clear space. But
It's true.
it makes it from the very first round of the game. You have guns out, and you're just spraying through walls, through windows, like we're seeing actively. We actually got a knock onto Uni through that spam.
Oh, he's down.
Yeah, so I assume we're going to see a little bit of a support here. Frank coming up from the blue stairs. Ooh, the drone. It's cleared out now. Aquino knows he's here, and he's just going to be stuck. Uni is crawling around on the floor, calling for help, but it's a dangerous spot that the Vandals have put him in.
Aquino's going to clean up Uni. Darkheart going to find Frank as well.
There we
Chan
go.
took some damage on the entry, but he is in 2-man advantage for the Idaho Vandals here in this round.
Yeah, Worm is playing site. He's just going to be the last one here. Yao Ming where is he? Is he in the kitchen? I'm not sure.
He's somewhere, all right.
But Draken, I believe, is the last top floor holder here. Chan and Aquino up here as well. So the Vandals are going to try to clear this out before taking the rest of it. Ooh, yeah, okay. So Draken, now that everybody knows, pops up, gives him a little ping. He's outside on the balcony. Worm fell. I don't think that was on purpose. He fell down into the basement, which is going to put him out
Ooh.
of position for the next 15.
Yeah, Yao Ming got shot there as well, so Darkheart on, I believe, his second. Darkheart and Chan both low on health, but this is the 3-man advantage. Make that 4 as Aquino finds
no.
Draken. I don't know why we're saying, oh no, this is great.
Because Draken tried to jump out to probably buy more time for Worm.
The drone.
Now
It's
Worm.
a 5. Oh!
And he's going to drop. Yep, that was expected.
Chan does fall. He was low. That's okay. Worm very, very low. I think that's Nitro he's looking for.
He was going for the C4. Doesn't actually land.
Big bomb thing. I'll stick with that in the future.
It is called a nitro cell. You are correct.
I know something, guys. Darkheart planning the diffuser. That's what else I know. Now, it's a 4v1 retake. I will say, I have watched this team lose 3v1 retakes before.
For sure.
I've watched them do idiotic swings. I don't think they're going to here. I think they know better.
I don't think they're going to be expecting this. Worm was in the basement the last time they knew. They know now off the sound that he is in top floor.
Nice.
Five's holding that angle. And yeah, the Vandals, there's the 2. Now they have one more round on their attack. If they can tie this up, that is huge. That is a big boost of momentum going into the second half. So the Vandals are looking at a possible 3-3 scoreline.
Which would be great heading into defense.
For sure.
You know, and Kansas State, maybe. I don't like I don't like talking properly at 8 p.m. on a Friday night.
That's completely fair.
I don't love hypothesizing about other teams' mentals, but I have watched teams' mentals break from this. You know, at 10th seed, you were in Premier. You did fairly well in Premier because top 16 teams were Premier. Like, you didn't win them all, but you won some. You're getting taken kind of by the 23rd seed. Like, that's not – this isn't a – these aren't games that should be close. And at least game 1, as you said, started off close. This one's proving to be close.
Yes.
We might start seeing some chinks. The other thing I will say is if I already can't talk and we're on West Coast time, Kansas is on like 2 hours ahead. We're starting to hit like, 10, 11 p.m. Maybe they're EP, and I don't think they're cool like us, and I don't think they're sponsored by Monster. And so I don't think they have energy drinks in their blood.
I don't know if they're sponsored by Monster, but we're also talking about gamers here. They went and got their energy somehow. They're usually up until 2 a.m., especially the R6 scene.
Especially on a Friday night.
Yeah, on a Friday night, they're probably going to go party after this. Unless they lose, then they're not going to want to.
Then we're going to the party after
we're going
this.
to party, yeah. But, yeah, the Vandals, they've had a good season so far, especially in ECAC.
Yeah.
You know, they've lost a couple of games there, but we've qualified playoffs.
I mean, it's worth noting the games they lost were not their main roster.
Right,
like
we
the
did have
game,
a sub.
Yeah, we had a sub here, we had a sub there, had some things happen. Like, it's worth noting that this core 5 has been pretty consistently undefeated as Chan finds Draken for like the last 4 or 5 weeks.
That was really fast. I don't know what information Chan got that time because he's been so cautious about that library corner all game. And this time he just went in and he got the kill onto Draken very early. Worm does get one back, and now he's going to rotate back around, going through the basement. I don't think the Vandals have anyone holding for it. So
I don't know. We're flipping cams so fast, I have no idea where in the building we are. Still haven't figured out the actual layout of this building. I just know people are dying.
That's one of the biggest things in R6, especially with, like, if you're new to the game, trying to learn the game. You have to sit down, and you have to learn the map. Whereas other games, you're like, oh, I have to learn what the characters do. I have to learn this. That's secondary if you don't know the map.
I have played Rainbow Six once in my life, and it was an official CR6 match with this roster.
Yep, it was this season.
It was this season. On the Idaho Esports Ubisoft account, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I played on the official account.
So you have the second and third game on that account. I have the first game, and I got an ace against randoms. So
I think I didn't even get a kill my one game.
Well, that's a little bit unlucky.
Well, have we met me? I'm not exactly a first-person shooter.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, anyway, 4v4 still as the clock hits a minute in this round. Vandals going back to being slow. Last time we saw him slow, we saw like 6 deaths in the final 20 seconds, and that round did not go our way.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this one does.
The Vandals kicked it off very quickly with an opening kill. The trade back came pretty shortly after, but after that, it's been a lot of nothing, a lot of space clearing, and unfortunately, the Vandals have not done a great job. There's still 2 of the Kansas players on the first floor, given the site is second floor, but...
Well, Frank finds Can there. We're looking at the wall from Frank. Will get picked off by 5 as he tries to swing it. Aquino is down, but not out. Gonna get that revive coming through right there.
Aquino stepped in a frost mat. That information's there. They know that he got hit by it, but they weren't able to swing and get the kill. Now 5 trying to make his way through the balcony. Ooh! Quick headshot from Aquino. Able to control that spray on the gun on the RC.
5 seconds though.
Diffuser's not on any of the players. 3 seconds. They have to immediately stick it. Okay, it is going down.
Oh my God! 5 looking to plant it.
Time extends. Oh, the C4 almost dropped 5. If
IC finds Worm. 5 gets the diffuser down.
Oh man,
this is what I love also about Rainbow Six is if you start it, you're good. It's not like Valorant where you can blow up mid diffuse.
I mean,
you're having an anxiety attack on me over here.
Okay. That would have been a very unfortunate way to lose. Now, I'm going to finish out this round, and then I'll finish that thought. We do have a person Mez stairs, do we not? Oh, they're on the balcony. My bad.
It's a 1v3.
It's a 1v3. He has to jump out to even clear either of these angles. The Vandals have plenty of time, 15 seconds. This should be unlosable. We're going to send one person in at a time. There's one,
There it
and
is.
5 is the first and the only one needed. Okay.
My concern when we send in one person at a time, though, is that's how we again end up getting 1v3. Like,
I think with the time being that low, I don't think it was a problem at all because he has to stick the defuse. I think it's like 5 seconds or close to it anyway.
Sure.
He had 15 seconds. The first person, they go in off the first tap. Now we're down to 12 seconds. They get him off that, and then we go again. And it's not like Valorant where you can get it halfway.
Right.
You have to stick the whole thing. So the Vandals, they knew what they were doing, and they got that round, tying it up 3-3, which is better than I said we needed.
yes, you were hoping we go 4-2 in the half. And
Yes.
see, I look so smart because I said once we get one round, the mental resets, the momentum resets.
For sure.
Hey, look, we found 3.
We did get 3. Okay, I was freaking out because we ate half of a nitro cell while we were planting the bomb with 0 seconds. If that had killed 5, that was round over there.
Yeah,
We still had 2
but it
people
didn't.
alive, and that would have been round over because they got the kill on the diffusers. So
But it didn't.
it didn't happen, and the Vandals were able to pick it up, but it was very close. That was almost a very good round from Worm because he got an opening kill, and then he almost closed it as well. So
That's such a sassy comment. That was almost a great round.
it's like going into a 1v5, getting 4 kills and losing. It was cool. You did good job, but you didn't win the round. So it in the end, it didn't matter. That's still an extra point on the board for the Vandals, and they're started back into this comeback. Down 0-3, now tied up 3-3, and going into their defense. Now, I prepped this start of this game with the Vandals' defense is usually better than their attack. On Clubhouse, that was technically true because we didn't get any rounds on attack.
Oh, dear.
But we did only get 2 rounds on our defense. So, Clubhouse was rough. I don't think the Vandals were ready for the speed and the intensity that Kansas came in with.
Clubhouse is one of our better maps.
Yes.
But also, if Kansas State's going to pick it, then it's also one of their better maps. That's kind
Yes.
of how that works.
For sure. And I don't know how the Vandals do their banning. If it's, we are not comfortable on this map, we're going to ban this. Or they're very comfortable on this map, we're going to, I don't know how
more
they do
cater to what they're bad at.
Yes.
And we did end up in a situation where the Decider map is also one of our more comfortable maps.
Yes.
So we managed to get away from all the maps that we hate. Don't ask me what those are. I know some of them. I don't know all of them. But we are on 3 of our more comfortable maps. That doesn't mean they're more comfortable than Kansas State is on them.
Yeah. I think I was going into it with the mindset of we are on all 3 maps that we're comfortable on, for sure. We did pretty well on Clubhouse, all things considered. Kills came through. Ooh, getting a little bit frisky, are we, Icy?
It's Icy. He does that.
I believe that was Icy. Maybe it was Aquino. Trying to peek onto the balcony and get a little bit of damage done. Saw Yao Ming on the blitz and went, okay, never mind. Backed up immediately. Okay. Now,
Oh!
This is where it gets nervous. Yao Ming goes for a 1-for-1 trade.
Oh.
Dragon goes down. Okay,
Oh.
keeping it consistent, 1-for-1 every single time. We used to have 5 Icy and Darkheart still alive on this defense.
And Yao Ming is on low health. I was going to say we have a health advantage. 5 falling low, but Darkheart finding 2 there.
Very good play. Coming up the Solar Stairs on a flank. Paired in with, I believe that was 5.
I think so, because 5 was getting eaten alive.
Yeah, eaten alive by the blitz, just chipping away at the pistol. But now it's on to Frank, and with that proximity alarm, the Vandals now know where he is, especially with that camera on him. And we have Icy up close with a shotgun.
And we have Aquino saying very important things.
Yeah, he's saying don't peek, let Icy go first, and then swing off him, and it doesn't happen.
Ew, that's like 2 hit points.
That was a Goyo. Icy shot a Goyo, which popped fire on Frank's feet. One more tick and it would have killed.
Surely we don't lose this.
Okay.
I don't have wood. Is this table wood? I hope it's wood.
No, I believe it's not. Actually, it might be. I'm not
It's
sure.
going to be wood for the purposes of me knocking on
Ooh.
wood.
Floor spam coming through. Frank does not connect. The Goyo still buying more time. Now, the good thing is Frank has to go upstairs into the solar room to get the diffuser.
And here's where patience is key. If we just hold the angles, the flashbang coming down onto Frank, he's low. Surely someone can get the final bullet into him.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go. 5 on the swing. Both of the Vandals just playing very patiently, waiting for the time to strike, and 5 does find it perfectly. And the Vandals now have a lead for the first time in the series.
And they're feeling it.
Yeah, they're looking happy. Now they need to stay locked in. We've seen this before where they get overly excited and then they start to play bad and then it transitions into frustration. So,
They are typical Rainbow Six Siege players.
yes.
Their emotions can change on a dime.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how it works.
I think Rainbow Six is our most emotional team. They have very high highs, and it's very visible and audible. You can tell when they're having a good time.
You mean the highlight reels of their reactions winning that just have to be like bleep tracks?
Like they have fun, and I mean it's always good to watch. Now when they're not having fun, you can also tell, and that's not fun to watch.
I think what's great about this team, though, is like this is pretty much the team that ended up top 64 in the nation last season.
Yes.
We had 2 changes, but I mean, Icy was part of that coaching squad.
Yep.
Darkheart got brought up from JV. Like this roster's been together now. I think they're heading into year 2.5 together.
That sounds about right.
Somewhere in there. Like these guys know each other, and their comms are incredibly toxic sometimes.
Yes, 100%.
Like to each other, but they
just
don't take it
yelling at
personally at
each
the
other.
end.
Yeah,
And that's
and
the good part.
I heard there's a quote from a Counter-Strike pro named Freakazoid, and he said, if you're not yelling at your team and they're not yelling at you, it means, like, or when a teammate yells at you, it means they expect you and they know you can do better. So if they're not getting mad or like yelling at you, they don't expect you to be better. So it's like if they're mad at you, then it's a good thing because that means they want you and they expect you to do better.
It's like the old maxim of the teacher who doesn't give you corrections no longer believes in you. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
So I think that all of the frustrations and the yelling that they go through, everybody knows that it's because they know what they needed to do, and if a mistake happens or whatever. But speaking of whatever, we have right now Icy in this corner. I don't think he's going to get cleared.
I hope not,
Chan
personally.
coming back to support. Okay, now on the drone in the kitchen, they're going to clear that out.
Ooh, Icy falling like a tick low there.
Yeah, they tried to spam him out. He had to reposition a little bit. I don't know if that's a great spot to reposition to because he's still on a soft wall, and there's a player in kitchen next to him. If they just spam that corner for whatever reason, he's dead.
That's a big if, though.
It's a big if, but it is Frank. We watched Frank get some wild kills a couple rounds ago.
So what I'm hearing is Frank is just cuckoo for coconuts and might randomly spam a wall.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay. If you have a shot and you think you might hit it, go for it. That's been one of my tips as like a captain and stuff is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you want to shoot through a wall or through a smoke, whatever game you're playing, go for it. Like sometimes, yeah, it's a bad play, but sometimes it works out, and you're like, okay, they're going to report me, and that's funny.
All right, there is a minute left on the timer for Kansas State to get in here. I think they found the bomb sites.
Yeah, they know where it is. Now, 5 was in an awkward spot. They droned him out, but
low.
he was able to get out, and I don't think they know. They now.
Oh, Uni's down.
Ooh, he is, and Yao Ming getting spammed down as well.
And Frank does get Icy, but falls low. Frank finding 2 before he dies. Still is alive. Uni on the revive as well. So it's a 5v2 now with Frank on the triple.
As I said, Frank, person to watch. And now it's just going to come down to the site hold. Chan is on this basement stairs, is able to get one. He's going to try to rotate around. I don't know if he's going to have a ton of time. 18 seconds. It's going to come down to Darkheart.
It is Uni and Yao Ming both low here. Yao Ming down, but not dead. Ooh, my God. Draken, Darkheart.
6 seconds. They have to drop, and they have to defuse.
They haven't started. 3, 2,
He just has to stop the diffuser. And it happens.
Oh, my God.
Wow, what a good round. I think Chan came around, popped the Goyo, and it bought just enough time. The Vandals win on time there. It was a 5v2?
Yup.
That was a great round for the Vandals to win. And that right there is going to give us a lot of confidence.
And I think you said Darkheart struggled in game 1.
He did.
Not struggling in this game at all.
He had a bit of a rough game 1. I think all the Vandals had a bit of a rough game 1. It really came down to, like, the kills we were getting were not impact kills. In FPS games, it comes down to impact is obviously bigger than, oh, I had way more kills than you. If you're getting a 4K and then losing the round, those are not impact kills. If you're trying to save a gun in like Valorant or CS and you get 3 kills on them running at you, but you still lose the round, those aren't impact kills.
Sure.
So
they look good on the scoreboard, though.
Yeah, so a lot of the kills that we were getting in the first game were not impact kills. Outside of those 2 rounds that we won, it was a few like 2v4s that 5 had gotten like 3 or 4 kills in a couple of times. So it was very close. Like they came down to close rounds, but in the end it didn't really matter. And Icy had a few of those rounds, but Darkheart was having a bit of a tough one.
What I think I've noticed about this roster, though, is, like I said, these guys have played together. Darkheart, the newest addition to the varsity roster, was on JV for a little while. And the thing with that is I've noticed that this team, I don't want to say they win or lose based off of him, but how he's doing in a series generally indicates how they're doing in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the rest of the Vandals give him a good amount of like freedom. They pulled Darkheart up because of his individual skill. Like initially, 5 was the first one to come from JV up to varsity, and it was because he was a support player. It's because of his team skill. Darkheart is a fragger. He is the one getting the kills, and we already had one of those. You know, we had Aquino, who was big in that, but now he's kind of transitioned into a. Hold on, what?
I don't know, but Uni's down and Draken's low.
Draken doesn't have a headset on. I don't know what that was. We shotgunned the wall right behind him and then spammed him, and then he finally reacted. We just didn't get the kill. That should have been a free kill. But Chan, speaking of free kill, on the jump in, Frank goes down, and now a 5v3.
And I'm not going to count chickens before they hatch, because like we said, Kansas State had the 5v2 last round. There is the timer working for us, not against us. Draken low, Draken dead, as 5 cleans that up. And so now it's just Yao Ming and Worm. Yao Ming had a killer game 1, not really showcasing that in this game.
No reaction there. And
double kill for Chan.
That was a very awkward spot to be in. He didn't know where to look. Chan now looking the wrong way. Worm jumped into library, trying to spam back and forth.
Can somebody just flank this guy? Thank you.
Kind of hard. There's nowhere to go unless they're spamming through the floor. Now on the angle, Darkheart.
Can we get the flawless?
Away, Chan.
Yes, we can.
Oh, it was Darkheart that time. Okay. Good round from the Vandals. That puts them on map point.
And I'm wondering what the Kansas State mental is right now.
Yeah, they've lost 6 in a row here. Chan, headset off. Put that back on. You're not done yet. But, yeah, so that was a good round from the Vandals.
Oh, it's the timeout. That's why you did it.
Yeah. Okay. So, in this timeout, I honestly, I don't know what I'm expecting Kansas to talk about. Realistically, they haven't been super ready, it looks like. They came into this game super hot. They were up 3-0.
Yep.
And then the Vandals just started punching back one by one, pulling rounds back, and now we're on to map point for the Vandals.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, we've had a couple of close calls. That 5v2 should have gone the way of
that
Kansas.
0-second defuse right there.
Yeah.
We don't worry about that one.
But it didn't happen. I think any of those rounds could have gone the way of Kansas, but they just didn't. And now it comes back to bite them a little bit.
I think, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of luck. Like I say
For
that
sure.
a lot in Rocket League, is sometimes that ball just does not go into that net.
Yep.
Sometimes you need those nitros to just not kill you.
Yeah, that was very lucky. But the Vandals, they have capitalized. They've pulled this back very strongly, and now they have 3 chances to close this map out.
Well, technically more than that. I just really don't want to see overtime here because we're going game 3.
Yes.
And dear Lord,
I don't want to go. I don't want to see. I don't want to see it go to overtime because the Vandals have made this comeback.
Yep.
They've pulled it back so far that if it goes to overtime, it makes it very difficult. All that momentum is squandered, and now, yeah, it makes it very difficult to close. So, I'm looking. Hopefully, the Vandals are able to close it out here in regulation. So
we'll see what the Kansas State timeout was. Timeouts can be a big mental reset, or they can just be a whole bunch of people talking to each other and not a whole lot happening.
Yes.
There's kind of tactics to timeouts of who's talking, what are they saying, and I don't know enough about this game, so I don't know what Kansas State's going to do, and I don't know how to tell if there's a difference in strategy, but I think you're going to be able to tell me.
I might be able to tell you. I don't know anything about Kansas's program. I don't know if they have a coach behind them. I don't know what they're looking like. So if they have a coach, I don't know if it's an experienced coach or if it's more of a mental coach, and he's like, come on, lock back in. This is what you got to do. This is what's happening. Usually from the outside in, you can tell where the mistakes are happening. As we can see, we see a lot of, we see all of the POVs and we see everything like that. So we know when a mistake happens, and we see it happen like when the team kill came through. That was a big mistake that cost it a round.
I'm still stuck on how depressed he looked on that one. Like, he was just
He
so
was so
sad.
But yeah, I think realistically the timeout in this is more so for your mental to lock back in.
Yep.
Because you have the entire prep phase to talk about the strategy. Usually you have the plan before you have a strat planned out beforehand. So we'll see. Okay, we've seen this angle played a lot. But he's actually being pushed immediately. Draken already in the site and starting to get the defuse down.
Uh-oh.
Flashed off. He's going to try to rotate around, play the hatch a little bit. Aquino gets a kill.
I am seeing the difference in strategy here. We decided to kind of bum rush it.
Yeah. And it's working flawlessly.
Really well.
Wow. That was a very quick round from Kansas.
The thing, though, is I think you only get away with that once.
I think that's fair.
Like, now that you, I watched CS to go back a couple times. I've watched you just run at them as 5.
Yeah.
Just kind of as a reset, and then they expect it the next time.
Yeah, for sure. That is usually how we like to close a map. Like if we had it a few weeks ago where we were up so much and we had one round on attack, we were up 6-0 on defense, one round of attack, and we just bum rushed a site and we won on that. And it was like it was the shortest R6 game I think I've ever seen, unless we're counting Monday's game where we had one round.
Okay, I'm still lost on what happened on Monday. Like, I'm so confused.
I think
behind
we need to,
the support of that program.
That's what we were saying. Is like we need to reach out to the players and see if we can get a scrim or something. 'Cause that's just really unfortunate. And I don't know how their season, like they
were 0-6 heading into that.
Yeah.
And so I'm almost wondering a little bit if the lab was an excuse and they just.
It could have been.
Because 0-6 heading into 0-7, you lose a round. Maybe you don't feel you can win it.
They did have a couple of forfeits before that as well. So I think.
Sure.
I don't know what happened.
But also, in what universe does your lab close at the time your game starts?
Yeah, that's what we were like. That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, it could have been, a crazy situation where people had to leave something. I don't know.
Support Collegiate Esports, y'all. They deserve better than their space closing on them one round into a game.
Yeah. So. Especially when you know your games at the same time every week. So.
Yeah. That is why I'm very happy with this program because, I mean, like, building closed 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And we just kind of get to be here and
we
vibe.
just go,
and we go, hey! Kansas State, by the way, has slowed it back down. So they're not bum rushing again this round.
Yeah.
That was a one-off.
That was a
Reset,
one-off
shake up, see what happens this round, slow it back down.
I think it definitely shook the Vandals a little bit. We see Icy playing gun out this time. Before he was kind of looking just off in the distance because he was like, there's no way they're going to be here in time. And then it happened. We saw him try to pull the nitro cell out, and by the time it left his hands, they were swinging on him.
Yeah.
And a lot of these times, Icy is the only person in sight. A lot of the Vandals try to play off-site, try to hold space in the building, holding this second floor, holding piano. And the Vandals just not really having a lot on their plate right now. Aquino's still just sitting, playing this vertical space. And, yeah, I mean, okay. I'm looking at Kansas's composition over here. They're playing for the second floor space, but none of their operators are playing for the second floor space. This is what I expected. Okay, so we have them breaching the main wall, trying to get into sight. This is kind of what they did last round.
It feels like that guy's stuck in between two. Frank down, by the way.
Yeah, Frank did get knocked down. That's inside the big window. His teammate has to jump in to help him.
Nice. Draken.
5 picks off Draken as well. On the rappel.
He moonwalking.
Yeah, Worm just trying to clear that angle. Yao Ming picks one back. That's Icy, the main site holder. Uni does get spotted on his cams, going back towards lobby. Ooh. Yao Ming, if you were on the other team. Ooh, crazy. But
Frank continuing to bleed out. Uni getting chunked down.
Oh, we're going to hear this sound cue. I think we're going to push this. Or we're not. We're just going to let it happen. Uni does get picked back, or Frank does get picked back up.
Only to get hit again.
Oh, Worm was actually holding. Okay, so that was actually good. That was a good calculated risk from Kansas.
It took so long, though. They now only have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And not a whole lot of health bars.
They have 30 seconds. Frank, let's see if he can get anything done. Trying to fall back down these stairs. Aquino's still right there.
Uni.
If he steps back up, it could be a free kill offered over.
Worm was one of their full health people who's down. Frank gets one before he's traded by 5. Yao Ming now falling low. Going to find Dark Heart as a 2v2. Health bars are blinking, and they have to start this defuse. The clock is ticking. It's going to be Yao Ming It's going to be the Vandals finding the map.
That was great. Okay. So
I've never seen Icy so animated.
I don't know what happened right there at the end. It just came down to the vertical space that 5 was holding on to. See the director in the in the cams, happy for the team.
Can we highlight that the director is not wearing his own jersey with his name on it, by the way? He's wearing a blank.
Yeah, he forgot his for his game today.
The bombastic side-eye I just caught because I was in that same game. I'll have you know it was a scrim.
Oh, right.
And officially my work does not allow me to wear jerseys, even though we can wear Vandal gear on Friday. That would be deemed too unprofessional.
That's lame.
And we have corporate in, so I figured I wouldn't risk getting dress coded tonight. Anyway.
That's fair. That was a very good round from the Vandals. They played super great, a lot better than Clubhouse. They fought back into that. They won all of the rounds except for that one right there at the end, but that doesn't matter.
It was a little bit of a cheese round. We don't really count it. It wasn't like a dictated strategy. It was, run at them, see what happens.
Go. But
I mean, honestly, for terrorists, I think that's valid.
Yeah, I think, okay, technically opposites.
Yeah, I know.
Because the attackers are actually the good guys trying to defuse the bomb.
You could have let me make my point and rolled with it, Colby.
Oh, we do have some replays a little bit. But, yeah, the Vandals played super great in this. Definitely fought back into it. That was a rough first start. That was a good clip right there. But yeah, I don't know a ton to say. That was very good. The Vandals fought back into it hard, and now we're going to bank. And I said off camera before that if this is a short game, if the Vandals are able to come back into it and gain the momentum and the confidence, I think the bank goes our way.
I think it does.
Momentum is fully shifted now. The Vandals are super confident. They're super happy. Bank has been played quite a bit recently from the side of the Vandals. I don't know if we've picked it or if the other teams have.
I think we normally leave it as our decider.
Yeah, so we've had Bank a few times, and the Vandals win it pretty consistently.
Our Bank is so much better than it used to be.
Yeah.
Like, I remember last fall, I think it was, where our Bank was just, like, one of our worst maps, and we kept ending up on it. I just kept watching us, like, lose.
Yeah.
That's depressing, by the way, watching our teams lose consistently. Very depressing in my shoes.
Yeah. But Bank has become one of our good maps, and Decider on it. Well, hopefully we don't have bad memories. We played Penn State on it and kind of got rolled. They have a couple players that are very, very good.
When did we play Penn State? Was that Monday?
No, that was a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Actually, was it Penn State or was it was FIU? We played FIU on it, and they have some very good players. So hopefully those memories are kind of washed away. Hopefully we took some of the VOD review and looked at it, and we should have because there was a lot of mistakes.
This is their 4th series this week.
I didn't realize they play so many games a week.
Well, so they play Mondays for ECAC. They'd been playing Fridays for CR6. As you know, varsity requirements is 1 additional practice. So they signed up for a beer league for their practices on Wednesday nights because there are 6, and that's what they do.
Right.
And then on top of that, now that we're in CR6 playoffs, they do 2 a weeks.
Yep.
So suddenly you throw in a Tuesday match as well, and you're looking at the calendar and you're like, well, I hope I like these guys because they're living here with us.
Yeah. CS was very similar last year. We were playing in ESEA, 2 nights a week, as well as our main games, and then
playoffs hit 3 nights a week for ESEA?
Playoffs hit, and it was you play every other day pretty much as long as you're winning because they had to get through the playoffs really quickly. So we were playing.
And then y'all had the problem where you kept winning.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, that does become a problem.
It does become a problem because we had to play from home. We had to play in because it was Christmas break. The campus was closed. So
yeah. I try really hard. I'm kind of impressed I got these guys in the lab on Tuesday, honestly, because I forgot until Monday morning that we were in playoffs all of a sudden and that it jumped to Tuesdays as well.
And Tuesday's a very busy day in the lab because we have Valorant going. We have what else is on Tuesdays?
Street Fighter, of course.
Yeah.
But then we also have like Rocket League practicing. Yeah. League both teams practice. Like there's a lot of practice slots.
It's like I'm pretty sure we have like 4 rows closed like all night. So. Yeah. It's a busy night, and so the fact that they're able to get in here and practice and play and
it's me. I'm awesome. That was all me. And that's when we cut it to a break right there. It's just that.
But so we will go to a short break. We will be back very shortly.
Never mind.
Never mind.
We yapped way too long. That's what I'm hearing.
It's okay.
Actually, what it was we were winning, so we didn't need the bathroom break reset. Because those 5 all go to the bathroom together. And it's not weird. That's their locker room. That's their debrief.
Yeah, they like to go and talk. They do a little team huddle. And the fact that it's in the bathroom is the weird part. But I've also
it's
seen
privacy.
I've
I get
seen
it.
them have it just out in the hallway before.
Sometimes when they actually need to use the bathroom, they'll
Yeah.
have their team huddle in the hallway, so whoever needs to go can actually go.
Yeah, but yeah, I think
You
they're
know it's bad when they're in the hallway. Like
They-
that. Those are like the dramatic team huddles.
yeah they don't want to go they don't want to ice themselves because they've been playing well. The last map went very well for them, and I think taking a long break probably also wouldn't be in the benefit of Kansas because it's getting late over there. What, 10, 11:30?
10:30. I think they're central.
Okay, so yeah, 10:30 already for them, so they don't want to take a long break. They just want to get straight into it. So here we are on bank.
All comes down to this.
The Vandals starting off on the attack, so I believe that means we had the final ban, and
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So, okay, and this is interesting. We have a very first floor, or very first site being basement. I don't think we've seen this before. We had it happen over on Clubhouse as well from Kansas. They went basement on Clubhouse, off rip. They then proceeded to win it and continue to win it. So I'm not going to question their strategy, but we'll see.
I am. I'm going to question it.
We'll see how they do. I mean, they have a pretty normal thing. So okay, I am gonna fight our Vandals a little bit in the veto here. We have seen Clash every single map so far, and it's been a problem for us. It was a big problem on Clubhouse because our counter to it just kept dying before we could even fight them. And I don't think we know that they have a Clash right now. Like we have Icy on a shield, which is a bad counter to, or like Clash is a big counter to shields. And I mean, I guess Sophia is our counter to Clash, so we'll see what happens and what comes into play. But I would have loved to see a Clash ban. Given Cade and Mira are both pretty good bans just because they're so powerful. So I'm not going to bash them too hard, but Clash has been a big problem for us. So
It's fine. It's game 3. It's not going to be a problem this game.
and this is the problem of Clash. Clash can just sit on these blue stairs, and they don't have to move all round. Because the only other way to get through them is if you run through the site or if you drop the hatch directly in front of them. So
Yao Ming sees this.
yeah,
And
he's just trying to clip the edge.
It's not working.
He's trying to clip the edge of Icy. Icy's flash didn't quite reach. If it had, that probably would have been a dead Yao Ming. But on these little jiggles, his feet do stick out. He's just trying. Ooh.
Darkheart finds Draken somewhere else on the map.
Oh, he
Yao
did find
Ming
it.
finds Icy right as we panned away. That's tragic.
Yeah, I think I saw it right before it happened. His left side was, or technically Icy's right side was sticking out. But
The little foot.
yeah, I think it was just like his shoulder was sticking out. So
Shoulder
Yao Ming-
shots can't kill you.
clearly they can. Yao Ming does take down the shield for the Vandals into the 4v4.
Minute left on the clock.
Yeah.
It's bank. It's basement. I don't think I've ever seen bank's basement. I logically knew it had a basement, but I didn't know it had a basement.
This one's a fun one. I love playing defense on basement just because it's like there's not a lot of spots there is a lot of spots they can come from, but a lot of them are hatches. And so, as a defense, you bring hatch denial. So you bring an Aruni or a Cade, but that's banned. And we don't see an Aruni, so they're just playing around it. The Vandals do pop a couple of the hatches, I believe, with the Thermite. Actually saving one for the main wall. Okay, so what we're going to see here is 5 is going to blow this up. He's going to probably throw a smoke, and then he's going to try to run in and plant. Clash is the closest person here. Problem is the Tachanka. He's just
Bless
spamming.
you.
The Lord Tachanka is spamming fire grenades.
He doesn't have an infinite amount, though, right?
He doesn't.
Oh, Chan on the plant.
Ooh, he's actually.
They're going for it.
He's gonna.
They're looking to stick it. 5 finding Uni on it. The plant goes down, and that's a 4v3 on the retake.
The swing is super late, and now.
Oh my god, Yao Ming!
Yao Ming goes down. The Vandals have a very good spot here.
Ooh,
Even
ooh,
if this kill
ooh,
comes through for
ooh.
Worm, which it does, the Vandals now have 3 angles to play from for this bomb. We're actually only choosing to take 2. One of the Vandals is playing for this first entry hatch, which is Darkheart. Then we're going to have Chan right here on the stairs. And 5 is going to be playing the hatch. Chan's going to be the first point
Oh,
of
he's
contact.
down. Chan finishes that kill off.
Yeah.
1 left. It is all on Worm.
And this is what Darkheart's been doing, is he's just buying time, and 5 gets the kill in the end. Good round from the Vandals. That was
That might...
yeah, that was good.
We'll have to see how they play, but that might be the Kansas State mental.
That
Could be the final boom.
So they chose to go basement first, which I don't fully like because basement, and that's why we don't see basement on Chalet, is it's a very solved site. Like, there's not a ton you can do differently. What we didn't see, which we probably should have, which has been the fall for the Vandals before, is the roams. People usually they like to play top floor, first floor, and then just leave a couple people in basement. We saw none of that. The closest person was Yao Ming playing the bottom of the main stairs, which he does get a kill, but it didn't really matter in the end. So,
all right, we're back up to the second floor for the bomb site.
yes, this is the
I'm so smart. I figured it out finally.
this is the normal site you would see first. This is pretty much if you're playing a ranked game. Most of our competitive games just go to this site first. The executive office, it gives you a lot of different opportunities to play however you'd like. We do see very opposite of how basement works, where there's not a whole lot you can do that's special that wouldn't be expected from the attack. Whereas the opposite of the top floor, you can just do a whole lot, and they have to clear pretty much the entire building.
Oh, that's 5 with Icy. I lose track of which team we're watching.
Yeah.
So if I ever just squeak, just shoot him, and it would be a team kill, that's because I lost track of which team we were spectating.
That is, I've done it before, and it happens in really awkward moments where you're like, why are we not? Oh, it's because it's his teammate. Yeah. So we are, the good thing about second floor for the defense is because of if you're running a lot of these lurks, which right now Kansas is not, they have to clear the entire building. So Yao Ming is the main lurk right now. He's going to be playing in this first floor.
Under a table.
Under a table. So it makes it very difficult to drone him out. You have to literally clear under the table with the drone, which makes it very difficult. That's the benefit of having Darkheart on Nomad. Nomad's air jabs, they are just like little balls, and if you walk near them, they explode, and they make a ton of sound, and they blow you back, so you are stunned for like 4 seconds.
I will say the advantage they have is that both league games have wrapped up, so it is dead quiet in that lab right now.
Yeah.
So they can really hear their sound cues.
I think the only other person in there is a CS player sitting directly. Okay.
Oh my god.
It happened again. Darkheart, I'm not going to say that's his fault. It looks like 5 just kind of walked in front of him on a spam through the wall. But Darkheart does make up for it, does get a kill, doesn't react to the Jaeger peeking in front of him. Now Icy on the Monty, going to try to benefit. Doesn't happen. Frank double kill. And Chan is all that's left.
And we get Chan's hat.
We got Hat Cam.
It's better than Up the Nose Cam.
He is on Capital, so that's a big counter to Clash, but I don't think it's going to really matter. He's got so much to do here. There's not. Just going to throw the EMP. Stop shocking me. Let me walk away. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think there's much to do. Draken on the peak on the zombie wall, and he's able to clean it up. That was just an awkward round from the get-go. The team kill coming out from Darkheart. That's your main info gathering on 5, playing the Grim. So
we're going back to basement.
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense, actually. The first floor sites on Bank are really not good, at least in my opinion. They're very awkward to hold. There's a lot of open space. There's one, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the very front of the building. You never see it played. So there's pretty much only 3 options for sites to play, and basement usually would be the second option. So the fact that we saw it first was interesting. We do have a Vigil now being played. This probably will be the flipped strat book of what I was saying before, where we had no roamers, we had nothing going on elsewhere on the map. We now have the Vigil on Frank, and Frank honestly has probably been the biggest hitter on Kansas this entire series.
Yeah.
So that's kind of who I would expect to see it on, and Frank's got to put in work right now.
We will see what happens. That's what I got.
Yeah.
I'm really awake right now.
Oh, no. Okay. We've seen this a couple times. Akino plays
Aggressive.
Amaru. That's the name of the agent. That's how often I've seen it. I don't know the name. Amaru zip lines into the building.
Okay.
Which, in a game where you have to know where the opponents are, that's really bad. Because you just zip line into a room and they could just be standing there and you're dead. Because they kill you before your gun's
Speaking
out.
of being dead and of Frank, gonna have to drop off.
Yeah.
Got a little lick down onto Chan, but it's not a whole lot.
That was a good clear from the Vandal. So that was going to be the lurk. Frank was trying to play the long haul, trying to be the last element to be played. And he's actually the first. He's forced out of position, and he's going to have to rotate back around. Looks like he's bottom square right now. Oh, actually, he's bottom stairs. It's the clash over on blue stairs. So, pretty basic thing. Same thing we saw before.
Nice.
Frank does go down early. Still 2 minutes left.
And it is that man advantage for the Vandals over the Wildcats. I looked up at some point during our break. They are the Kansas State Wildcats.
Okay. Actually, I think I knew that. We saw it. We had it on the opening.
Oh, my God.
Yao Ming in a great spot. None of the Vandals cleared it, and now it's really awkward for Icy.
He's going to get shot in the back. Akino's down 2 for Yao Ming.
The reposition.
Icy.
Okay.
5's going to find Yao Ming. It's a 3 for 3 right now. Icy is scarily low.
That was a lot. That was a lot that happened very quickly. And I don't...
I have anxiety.
We do still have our hard breach, so this hatch is going to get popped immediately. We do have Draken playing pretty close by. I don't think he's going to get punished by it. But the Clash is still alive, and that is a big problem for the Vandals. Really, our only thing we can do against it is use the Nomad. We can air jab the Clash and force the shield to kind of be null.
Those are all words.
Okay, we're gonna go for a very similar strat as before on this plant. Realistically, I think 5 is gonna hand the bomb over to Icy. Icy's gonna turn his back or not. 5's just gonna go for it. He's on fire. Can't do that. He has to wait. The Goyos are gonna, and they last so long. That's the problem with the Goyos. Okay, 5 he's planting. Icy is just sitting in front of him with the shield. Never mind.
It's a trade though. It's a 2 for 2 now.
Oh.
Icy still has the shield.
This is really bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Darkheart has no choice but to get the kills. He has to drop in. Spam doesn't quite land. 5 seconds. Off on his left. He has no idea where he is. Checking back. Yep.
Nope.
Echo just laying on the ground elsewhere. That's really unfortunate. Not a whole lot the Vandals could have done in that situation. I think the Echo caught them off guard. We've seen Echo played against the Vandals, I think, never. He's a very interesting operator for defense. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if we ban it right now. He has a little drone that he can send out. It's a little hovering drone, and he can attach it. Okay, there's the Clash ban.
That's also
Good.
fair.
That's what I hoped would happen. Echo has a little drone that he can fling up onto the ceiling.
We're going first floor.
They're forced to. They're forced to go first floor because they won back-to-back rounds, which was on second floor and basement. The other options are 2 first-floor sites. Win or lose, they're going to go back to a different site next. It'll be second floor. But, yeah, he has a little stun. So that forced the Vandals to get off the plant anyway. And the Goyo definitely just kind of was the MVP right there, not allowing the plant to happen. So that was a very awkward round for Icy to play for sure on those stairs. We didn't clear out the elevator, and with the mixture of the Clash being zapped, or Icy was being zapped by the Clash, along with the Echo stun, along with 3 people swinging towards him. It was very weird. I can only imagine what the comms were like from Icy. Probably just screaming, "Help me."
It's Icy. He wouldn't do that.
That's fair. He's probably like, "Hey, there's 2 right here."
I need help.
Yeah.
Please swing me. Help.
Hey, 5, help me. Yeah. So, okay, we are seeing pace right now from Icy.
We are.
He does not want those awkward rounds again. We have 2 shields.
Oh,
Chan's
my
planting.
God.
Chan's planting. We have
bum rushing
cover
them.
from Aquino. Chan gets the diffuser down in literally 10 seconds of the round starting. Trade comes out. Chan 1 for 1.
It's a double kill
Okay.
for Worm.
He's just trying to walk away. He's just trying to get out, but he can't. He's stuck. And the Warden is such a counter, but it doesn't matter when the pistol headshot comes through. And we have verticality. This is a great spot for the Vandals to be in. 25 seconds,
my
5 picks
God.
off one more. And now it's just on a Yao Ming. Yao Ming! The C4 misses. And now it's just Chan. He's just going to buy as much time as he can.
And 5 and Darkheart have to be rotating here,
No,
right?
they're playing bomb. They have angle on it from both spots. Yao Ming has to hit 2 headshots in 4 seconds.
Okay.
And then still get the defuse. Not going to happen. Great call. I'm assuming from Aquino. That was...
With a grin like that, yeah.
That was like, maybe it was Chan. Maybe that's why Chan's so happy about it, because he went, "This is my strat. I'm gonna play blitz, and I'm just gonna run in."
It worked.
It worked. So that was the counter to what happened to them on Chalet of just run at them.
You can rush. We can rush too. We rush better. We're back on the second floor here, and we are tied 2-2. This is kind of close actually for game 3
This
here.
is very close. This is very back and forth. This was what Clubhouse looked like. Exact same scoreline. Back and forth rounds the entire time until Kansas just ran away with it right towards the end of the first half and the entirety of the second half. So looking for the Vandals to stay alive and keep fighting into this. That was a crazy round, and that's really all we can leave it with. That was a strat from Spawn. They went, "This is what we're gonna do." And it worked out perfectly. Honestly, I think why they did that was the unfamiliarity of the first floor sites. They're very awkward to play, as I said before.
They went, "We don't know what we're doing, so we're just gonna run it."
Well, I know the Vandals know what they're doing, but I feel like they didn't expect Kansas to have a very good setup, and they were completely right. They just ran at them, and they were able to get all the kills. Everybody was in a position they weren't ready for. With the first floor being so open, there's a lot of prep you have to do. You have to clear out a lot of angles. You have to reinforce, or not clear out angles. You have to reinforce a lot of walls. You have to put up utility all over the floor, and it makes it very difficult to do in just the prep phase allotted. So you have to take a little bit of the start of the round to continue to make sure that your setup's done, and the Vandals punished that immediately. So... But this, again, back to a bit of a slower pace. We see Icy on the Monty this time. Going to be using the full shield to try to...
He's really good on a Monty.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Aquino's going to find Yao Ming to start off. Aquino did take a little bit of damage on that one.
Yeah, a little bit of trade back from Yao Ming, but it's not enough. So, Aquino finds the opener. Now, the Vandals have done pretty well at finding these opening kills a lot of the rounds this entire series. But... ooh, that's actually good information from Aquino. He now knows that the Jaeger is on the stairwell.
Kill him!
Ooh, tough. He expected him to fall back after being
so helpful.
droned out, but he actually pushed forward. And Draken, in the meantime, picks up Chan as well. All right, this attack falling a little flat until 5 picks up Frank.
That's good. 3 for 3 here. 1.5 minutes left for the Vandals to execute. Darkheart finds Uni over that shield.
Clean little headshot, and now it's just Worm and Draken. Stuck playing the sites here. Both very close to each other, kind of just stuck together, getting suffocated by the Monty shield. They're just walking up towards him. Now the information given.
That's big shield for Worm to try and work his way through here.
Running around, Draken playing the reinforced wall now. 5 was super out of position. He got a kill through the big window, and now he's finally making his way into the building. And Icy actually going to be getting the plant down. Back turned, can't shoot through the shield when he's... Ooh, the spam comes through the desk.
We do get the defuse down. 5 gonna die.
Darkheart also
Draken.
get knocked,
Oh
and now
no,
it's just
Draken.
Icy. Yeah. That's tough. Icy, he did his job. He got the plant down, but in the meantime, both of his teammates die. Not a lot he can do right there. So, good fight back from Kansas, able to pick up that defensive round. So now going into the last round of the half, I'm assuming...
Are we happy with a 3-3 split here if we can get it?
I think that's fine. I think a 3-3 split is good all the way across for both teams, because that it's even. There's sometimes you would rather have had a 4-2, right?
Sure.
But you can't always get what you want, and the Vandals, I think a third round would be very good.
I think we need the 3. I don't think we want to go in 4-2.
I don't think we do either, and we do have the basement again. The Vandals have done pretty well on the basement before. It was just that echo came through, and it's coming through again. So the Vandals have to be ready for it, and they have to be able to counter this. The Echo, if he stays alive until the very end of the round, can win the round just from his drone alone, because you can't plant while the Echo is just spamming you with stuns.
I can confirm, by the way, while we're in the setup, Utah Utes took down the Crimson Hawks 2-0 earlier today.
Okay.
So on the line for these teams is a spot in the top 16 against Utah on Tuesday. It just gets scarier from there. I'd also like to say Akron has not one but 2 teams in the top 16. That's just how they are as a college. That's brutal. Anyway.
All right, getting this round underway. Okay, so we're going to see a pretty similar kind of thing where we're playing... Okay, I hate this, but he's doing it anyway. Aquino's in. Aquino's in executive office. Now, the good thing about doing that is they may not expect him to already be there, because like otherwise you have to take 15 seconds to get there. But it seems like Frank's aware. He is ready for this fight, is Aquino.
Aquino's always ready for a fight. That's just kind of who he is and what he does.
Honestly,
Can on the
he
entry,
does best him. There you go.
Aquino finds Frank is very, very low, but it's still man advantage here in this pivotal 6th round.
Yeah, and as we panned across our players, we had somebody on a drone. They did spot the Echo drones hovering across the middle of their screen. So they do know, confirmed that Echo is in play. Will they be able to get to Echo? Most likely not. He's probably just laying in the vault somewhere, just hiding like he was before.
Can you kill Echo drone?
You should, but if they can't find it, then it makes it very difficult. You usually just stick it to the bottom of a desk like we're looking at right now. And now he's going to be moving them out. He's trying to position them so later in the round he can come back to them and use them effectively. In the meantime, Uni goes down to 5, and that's from top square.
Oh my God!
Spam away with the pistol. He does get it.
Shield.
Oh, last bullet in the mag is able to take down Draken, and now a 2v5. This gets...
Like I said, Icy's a god on the shield.
Yeah, that was very dangerous.
5.
And 5 just sitting, holding top square, waiting for that blue stair push, and it comes through. Now, okay, that was an Aruni gate on the top of the hatch. So we see, it looks like an EMP coming in. Or actually, no, they were just going to delete it. All right.
Just defuse. Oh no, sorry, that's.
We were getting rid of the Aruni gate so we could pop that hatch open with 5's Thatcher.
Oh, he got droned though. They know where he is.
Yeah, they now know where Worm is.
There's the defuse.
Defuse's coming in. Worm can't really do anything about it.
It's a 1v5. This is what highlight reels are made of.
Yeah, for sure. Now, okay, I personally would not expect Darkheart, or not Darkheart, who is this? Aquino to be sitting in the garage, but Worm is a lot better than me, so he does. Able to pick up the first in this 1v5. Now he
half health.
Yeah, half HP and half the clock gone. He has 20 seconds, and as soon as he goes through this, there's the sound cue, the air jab as well.
There it is.
5's holding for it. Same way the first round ended. 5 in that corner, waiting for the rotate up, and it comes through.
Oh, they got the special fist bump going.
There you go. 3-3. Now going into their defense, the Vandals are looking pretty good right now. I'm not going to say they're looking great because it's tied up 3-3. Kansas is also doing pretty well. Better than I expected after coming off of that Chalet loss. So.
Yup. This is solid. We'll see how defense does for the Vandals.
Yes.
Because if what you said holds true and basically everything's defender-sided, then going 3-3 even on attack should be good.
Yeah. Looking at the ban phase, it's been pretty normal ban phase the entire map, or the entire series. We've had Cade, Ace, we've had Mira, and usually what was the other one? I can't remember. Blackbeard? Okay, interesting. We have a Habana ban.
Does that speak to a strategy we're going for? Or?
It just means that the Vandals are planning on playing basement, and they're banning out Habana. Habana is the best hatch hard breach in the game, just because like Thermite, you have to place an entire pad, whereas Habana, you can shoot them from afar, and you only need to use 4 of your little things, and I think you get 12 or 18. So
I hope you don't get 18. That's an odd number for 4.
16. Okay, whatever.
Are we sure you have your degree from the University of Idaho?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I promise the University of Idaho education is better than the math CR6 is exhibiting here on this booth.
I never took a math class here.
Slightly concerning.
Shout out high school. dual
Shout out
credit
SAT
classes.
scores and dual credit. I
Yep.
did the same thing. I feel you there.
I never took I was a VTD major. I don't need to do math. But yeah, so Hibana is very good for hatches. That's what you use it for. But forced onto the thermite, that's fine as well. That's what we were running, mainly because 5 is a thermite main, and that's just how it rolls. So, but okay, this is interesting. Frank is running the Thatcher, and I do not know why.
Because he wants to.
Thatcher Thermite was it is a good combo, and it has been the entire time the game's been out because that's your best way to counter electrified walls. But we don't have electrified walls. We're in basement. I would assume that Kansas droned it and knew that we weren't top floor. We're just doing a bit of clearing. Aquino, on the SMG. I believe SMG 11 is what it's called. Tapping away. There's a very little bit of chip damage to Yao Ming.
Hey, those 20 hit points could be what makes the difference later on in this round. We get the focus face cam on Thomas. You can tell 5 is focusing when the tongue comes out.
Yeah. I'm also very happy to see what we just saw. The Vandals have pivoted their strategy. We saw where 5 was playing. Those are now reinforced walls. When we played against FIU, we didn't know an angle existed, I think. We saw Markey. He was a sub for that game.
Yep.
He died twice to the same angle through that wall.
We learn.
Yeah. So now instead, I think they were playing an Ash or something, and they just shot it from afar, blew up in the wall, free kill. Now speaking of free kills, the Vandals have lost 2 in the last 5 seconds while I've been speaking.
That's what you
And
get for talking.
now it's a 5v3. A minute 20 left on the clock. The Vandals, this is not a completely dire situation. They've burned a lot of time, but now the actual attack on the site comes in.
We'll call this a slightly dismal.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world.
Aquino still trying to hold those stairs. Darkheart is here. Ooh,
Yeah.
Uni. Half health. That's a great start.
All of the Vandals are going to be stuck playing site now. 50 seconds. Goyos only last about 15, I believe. So we have to be pretty sparing with those. Popping one now. I believe that was bottom main stairs. That's going to stall the blitz a little bit longer. But it doesn't. They're not going for that. They're just going to drop right into this main site. Worm actually going for the same thing. Okay, so this is going to be the same exact strategy we did. Hopefully we know how to counter our own strat.
One would hope so.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even realize we had Ascends in play. Probably because I can't see over there. The monitor's there, so I can't see that side. But
Okay, Aquino down.
Aquino down now, and there's no time to even get him back up. It's just going to have to be Icy and Darkheart. Now, chipping away on the damage is Icy.
Oh.
Had to push in to try to delay plant. Now Darkheart going in for the same thing. Is able to get one, but through the hatch, Draken bests him, and yeah. The Vandals, that kind of fell apart pretty quickly just because we lost the gunfights early on.
Everybody say hi to our resident CS player who is very chillaxed right now.
They're probably doing VOD review.
I think they are. He's the only one who was in because everybody else played from home.
Yeah, they're all sick.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with your CS team, but they've been sick a lot this season.
I don't know. They're licking door handles or something. So, but yeah, we respect VOD reviews because usually you find things that you would not normally have. So.
VOD reviews always make me depressed.
Because you see the mistakes you're making. You're like, why am I doing that?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Yeah, I get that. I get that. But, okay, back onto this top floor. So the Vandals kind of did the same exact thing that Kansas did. They started basement, lost it, went to top floor.
So what I'm hearing is we're going to have deja vu the first half. We're going to end up 6-6, and we're going to end up in overtime of this game 3, and you and I are going to have a heart attack.
Possible. What time is it?
It is 9.
Yeah, we'll be here till then. No, I have faith in the Vandals to close it out. But we definitely cannot have the same kind of thing happen that we did the first round.
There comes a point where the nerves start coming into play here, of course.
For sure.
But best of 3 wise, we've played way more than Kansas State. Kansas State being in Premier, they've only played best of 1s. They do round robin best of 1s in Premiers. We've got that 3rd game advantage. We haven't gone to game 3 a lot, but naturally we've gone to it more. We have that on our side. We know what we're doing. We've gotten so much better at banks in the last year. This is their map. They were happy to be on this decider. They were happy to be where they are. And, yeah, they just need to finish executing it here. And now
5 is playing very risky. That was a very questionable run across.
it's 5. He does that every now and again.
Luckily, there was a reload happening, and he got away from it. So he lives to fight another fight. But so does everybody else in the server. No kills coming through yet. Frank has very deep angles. Playing this big window, it's not even a big one, it's just a window. Icy caught out, not ready for any of those duels. There was one top square and in the window, so Chan trying to inch his way around the hatch. Darkheart having to pick up the spot Icy was in.
Through the fire extinguisher smoke. Aquino does pick up Worm. So a very late trade through, but we are in that 4v4 situation.
And that's actually a huge pickup. That's the main breach. That is the hard breach gone for Kansas. It looked like they were setting up for a hard breach fight because Osa has a shield set up. It looked like they were just going to jump in and try to fight that executive wall, but it doesn't happen. Instead,
Aquino finding Yao Ming.
Aquino on the double up. Now it's going to have to be a little bit of an awkward change up mid-round. Okay, we do see the breach coming in, but it's not the one they would have hoped. They would have loved the thermite.
Well, they take what they can get.
But you see one of the Vandals in the lobby running around on a rotate. I don't know who that was or why they're there, but I'm sure they'll figure it out here in a second.
I'm sure they will.
Darkheart still holding the same kind of awkward angle fight. They have actually rotated off of it.
Frank is so low. Oh, Aquino gonna fall to Draken.
It was Aquino. He was in the lobby. He does a ton of damage, almost picks up Frank, doesn't quite get it, and now it's a 3v3. 30 seconds left. Lots of threes, but is it going to come down?
Problem is Frank's bullets still hurt as hard as they did when he was full health.
Yeah. And he's the Osa, so he can walk into this breach as long as they placed it correctly.
Draken's gonna find 5. Uni, though, falls from Darkheart. Coming in clean on this map. 8-3 and 1 right now. Looking for 2 with 6 seconds left on the clock.
Draken has to get the defuse.
We're looking
He's
for the time.
inside.
Chan finds Frank.
already
Draken
crossed.
finds Darkheart. It's a triple, but the time!
Oh my, that was stressful. I believe that was that 5 left alive?
I think so, because he is going through
He is
it.
so stressed, and I understand why. Okay, that was very weird timing that I believe, was it Draken was last alive, was able to find, able to cross through the site, being unseen, and he actually gets the second Vandal that's still alive. He gets the kill. If 5 had faced, there was a very high chance that he would have been killed. So he instead just decides to lay down, let the clock run out, and he does end up picking up the round.
That's
for the
my
Vandals.
kind of strategy. Cower in a corner.
That was very close. That was a very close round. Vandals lucky to walk away with that one.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck. 4-4 here heading into round 9. This has been the most back and forth
so
map.
back and forth. Draken is playing.
My heart, if you could hear it right now.
Draken is playing so well for the side of Kansas. He is 11-4. Pretty much the main reason they are even standing a chance in this map.
Yeah, that triple kill. Triple kill in the last round sure did help.
Yeah, Darkheart and 5 for the side of the Vandals. Putting the team on their backs a little bit. Making sure that they stay alive in this best of 3.
And, I mean, like, I talked about how Darkheart, this is his first season on varsity. I'm so excited to see him coming into his... I was going to glaze him, but my words aren't working, so I'm just not going to anymore.
I love the strat steal. Aquino has picked up the Echo.
He has.
As I said, we have never seen the Vandals play into an Echo. We've never seen them play an Echo.
It's probably fine.
Until now. I know they've played it before because, it's...
Oh, that's great camera work right there from Aquino.
Oh, no! Okay, that should have been a kill. That was a great team play. They waited for the stun, and they...
He's so low, but Frank gonna find Chan first.
That's tough. That's so tough.
Yao Ming is really low. He's a pickup kill if somebody can find a graze onto him at some point later on in this round.
But he has a shield. Okay, Worm is still sitting outside. He's waiting. I mean, fair enough. He is their breach. He needs to not die, because if he dies,
He did die last time, and that didn't work out very well.
it was a big problem for them. So now Aquino keeping his drones alive as much as he can. I don't think he's too comfortable on the Echo. I don't know if he's played it very much. So trying to play at the best of his ability. It almost worked out perfectly in the death of Yao Ming. Yet luckily he did have a teammate there, so it didn't really happen. But
Okay, Vandal's still down a member to the Wildcats here in round 9. That drone of Aquino is going to get spotted out.
yeah, there goes his Echo drone. Now
Does he only have the one?
he should have 2 unless things have changed. But I'm pretty sure he has 2. They have limited amount of charges. He's already used a few.
Swapping mags.
But the Vandals at a disadvantage here. Down 1 player and down some utility. Minute left on the clock, and they're kind of being just stuck back into the site. Awkward position
Who
for
that is
Darkheart.
that's pinned behind that wall.
Looks like Darkheart. He's stuck in an awkward spot, fighting back and forth. Yeah, you can see the panic happening. Kill from Uni down the main stairs. And this is falling apart very quickly for the Vandals.
It actually feels really slow, but
There's only 3 remaining to defend this site. We saw this last time.
2.
The Vandals were not able to pick it up. 5 and Aquino. Now just
Aquino.
Aquino.
It's a triple kill for Frank here. Frank is low. Yao Ming doesn't matter because they got flawless.
Yeah, that was a rough round. I think that might have completely pivoted around if that first opening kill came out onto Yao Ming. The Vandals would have been much more confident going into the later stage of the round. But being down a player, being down Chan, made it very awkward. So first to hit 5 is Kansas.
It doesn't matter who's first to hit 5, though. It's first to hit 7.
You do have to hit 7.
Or
so.
if we end up 6-6, it's first to hit 8. But, you know, for right now, it's first to 7.
And then it just keeps going up.
No, it stops at 8.
Does it?
Yeah.
I
Or
thought it
6
was-
doesn't have unlimited overtime.
I thought it was different in the actual competitive pool.
Nope, it's straight 8.
Okay. I thought it was win by 2.
I did too, and then it's not. It just stops at 8, and that will be the most stressful round of your life if you end up watching round 17.
Yeah. I know it's stopping 8 at ranked, but I didn't realize it was for the actual competitive scene. So that makes it actually not ideal to go to overtime, because there's a team that gets the advantage by starting on defense. Usually defense is the stronger side. So one of the teams will get 2 defenses, one will get 1. So it forces a team to win an attack no matter what. So it's not a good thing if you have to go to overtime. And the Vandals do not want to get there. They have to fight back into this. Yeah. We'll see how it gets there. But the Vandals are going to be playing this first floor, it looks like. They did not like the basement. They did not like how that previous round...
It didn't work out very well.
Yeah, they didn't like how it played out. So they're going to the first floor instead. And is this another strat steal? We see a Blackbeard and a Monty. Ooh, 5.
All right.
Headshot through the fence. Gives an early man advantage.
And that's what we need. We've seen those early pickoffs be so influential. Yeah, screw that vase. Pottery sucks.
Wanted that corner. And they
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
smoke-
god!
The smoke is
Oh
huge.
my god!
The smoke is so good. The 2 shields are really awkward.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my.
Oh my god!
Icy's the king. It's just Frank.
Uni's down. I don't think Frank can get to him. I think we're just going to kind of watch Uni
Shoot him.
bleed out. Put him out of his misery!
Did Frank? Yeah, Frank fired off.
And the other thing is Frank doesn't have the defuser. The
No.
defuser's over by Uni, so if we just hold that defuser angle...
He has so much space to
Oh
clear.
my god!
We did not know he was there. We do now. Chan does get the information for a trade of a few bullets to the chest. And now the rest of the Vandals can kind of position around this. We're going to see one lock off the main stairs, rotate.
Frank.
Ooh, top floor, takes a ton of damage. Peek on it. Icy.
And 5.
Oh, it was 5 actually.
No, Icy got 1. 5 got
5
kill
got
credit
the
on
trade.
Uni.
Okay. That,
That's the flawless we needed, though.
That
To
was
come back from a flawless and
beautiful.
promptly flawless them.
it was a 1-to-1 strat steal on both sides. We pulled an Echo out. They
Didn't
pulled
work out very well.
They pulled out the Blackbeard and Monty. We had a blitz because we banned blitz. So
I think I can safely say there's a reason our strategies are ours and theirs
Yeah.
are theirs, because these strategy swaps haven't been working out very well for either team.
Not at all.
5-5. We are going to be on match point. Whoever wins this round, and I'm starting to shake over here.
That
Just a little bit. My adrenaline's starting to go.
I'm still in awe of that play. Icy being on the smoke in the perfect position. So what Smoke does is, despite his name being Smoke, he does not throw smoke. He throws gas grenades. And
Oh!
so as those shields ran in, they were hit with gas. And the Blitz died to the gas, and the Blackbeard got knocked by it, and it just, all of their entire round plan fell apart right there because Icy was on the smoke. So
Look at that guy.
that was a beautiful counterplay. I don't know if they expected that to happen, but it worked perfectly for the Vandals. And now
He looks so happy, doesn't he?
We are
For
go-
Icy, that's like a very expressive face right there.
Yeah. He's so happy about that last round. We see, okay, we're forced to go back to the basement here.
Yes.
We didn't like it the last time.
We can do it better.
I think we switch off. Okay, wait, this is really awkward. 5 is very late getting this hatch. He can be caught out of position. I don't think he's going to be. Enough of the Vandals are there. Okay. Chan. Information.
Oh, Chan found Zero Ming.
We're able to control the vector spray right there. Does get Yao Ming on that headshot. So that's the shield down. We do still have the Thatcher and the Thermite trying to counter spam. I believe that is Uni out there on the zip line. So, oh, it's not. It's actually Draken. Okay, interesting. So yeah, the Vandals, they got away with the man advantage this time.
They did.
This is what they were looking for last time. Ooh, Chan, you don't know that you're on cams.
Uni finds 5.
I think Chan's gonna go down here soon as well.
We'll keep an eye out on it. Darkheart not getting damage down. I thought he did.
Nah, he was just spamming. I think, okay, the Vandals are playing very lurk heavy. Worm, again, playing super safe. Doesn't want to go down because he is their
Nice.
hard breach. So Chan now knows that he has to move.
Yes.
That drone did have the information on him, but now he knows that the information goes both ways. So he needs to get out of there. He does get a little bit of a reposition. Aquino is sitting in a pretty similar spot that he abused last time. He got a lot of damage. No kills came through. See if he's able to best him this time. On this swing.
Oh,
Yeah, Draken not even ready. Ooh, he has the read. He does go for the spam. Very close connection.
Oh my God,
What is
Aquino!
Frank doing? Frank is walking through.
Aquino!
Aquino on the triple kill. Just one more Worm. He's nowhere nearby.
Yeah, Worm can't
he's sitting in
hide
the corner.
anymore. It is him and 46 seconds between him and Vandal's match point.
Diffuser is on the back.
Yeah.
We do. Okay, we have a very good setup. We have a Vandal top floor.
Look
we
at
have
how
first
locked
floor,
in he is.
and we have 2 on the basement. Worm can't even go through this unless he uses some utility. He's going to use his drone to do it. Unless he's not. Oh, he's not. Okay.
Oh, he did see
Ooh,
somebody on the
information.
stairs.
And he's going to have a teammate holding that drone for him,
Yep.
letting him know where they go. Information comes through that they just go down to reinforce the basement. 15 seconds is all he has to work with here. Ooh, Spam is very close to a Vandal sitting down here in the CCTV server
Corner,
room.
8 seconds.
Pre-fire's there. Icy's bested, but the Goyo's going to end the round right there.
Nice. That's
Gr-
match point for the
That
Vandals.
was such a good round from Aquino. That was a big mistake from Kansas, more so than Aquino playing great. I mean, he hit the shots that was necessary, but he shouldn't have gotten more than one there. Frank right behind him, just walking through the lobby, just didn't see him. I don't know.
Strolling.
He was just walking. I don't know what was happening, but all right. Timeout from the Vandals, actually. I thought this was going to be Kansas.
This is the match. This is the point that dictates, do you play Utah
Yeah,
or do you go to overtime against Kansas State?
for sure. And the Vandals, okay, they've been playing very well. They've definitely warmed up after the first map. The first map was, we had a couple people with kills.
There's a
time-
couple people with kills.
This time, we are all firing on all cylinders. We're
Oh,
playing
yeah.
very well. Aquino is hitting headshot after headshot with the SMG, which is a lot harder than it looks. Like watching Rocket League, everything they're doing is a lot harder than it looks.
You think it looks easy, and then you try and do
Yeah.
it. You're like, oh, I'm just bad.
Yeah, you click mouse 1 while with the SMG, and it just goes up here, and you're like, I don't know how they're doing that, but thousands of hours in the game puts you there, and
We don't talk about how many hours we've all put into our games of choice.
I think it's funny.
How many hours have you put into CS?
Do you want to guess?
How long have you been playing?
I started late 2017.
I'm going to go with 2,000.
Double it. I'm about 4,500 hours.
God.
Yeah.
See, this is why I play League, because League Client doesn't tell you how long you spent playing it. I do know I have probably about 6,000 matches under my belt, and you can do the math on that one.
That's not including my alt account that has a couple hundred hours as well. So I've played the game a lot, and I've been putting a lot of hours into Siege somewhat recently. We have chat. This is really going. What's the series? We are currently 1-1, possibly facing overtime here in map 3.
We're not going to jinx it. We took the timeout to strategize for this moment. I am surprised that you mentioned that it wasn't a Kansas State timeout.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like that would have been a great time for them to take a timeout. Is when we saw them take a timeout on Chalet.
It resulted in a round win immediately after.
They bum rushed. So we're bum. I think that means that we're going to bum rush defense somehow. I don't know how that works, but we're going to figure it out.
We're gonna see what the Vandals go for here. Now, Aquino played great last round. I think if he tries to duplicate, that's a bad play. Because when you try to duplicate things that you did before, it usually doesn't go well. Because they're expecting it. Ooh, actually, Aquino, he's going for something kind of similar. He's on the Solus, and he's getting information, even though they don't know he's getting the information. Being able to scan the bodies, I think you're technically scanning cell phones. You're able
because, yes, I, too, would carry a cell phone in this scenario.
Okay, there's an operator called Dokubi, and when you kill them, they drop their cell phone, and you're able to scan them and steal the information. So it's good.
Okay.
But you're able to scan where they are and see people through the walls on Solus. So Aquino got information on where they were going to be coming from. And, yeah. So we'll
2 minutes.
We'll see how the Vandals kind of change their defense. Honestly, I think they don't. I think they just sit, they wait. We have a minute 45, and very little space has been taken by Kansas. Now, this is a very similar strat that we saw before. We see the Osa shield on Draken. Sorry. Playing close to this hard breach. Last time this happened, Worm died. Worm has played incredibly safe since then. I'm assuming his captain chewed him out for dying because he's pretty much the win condition. He has to get that wall open. Osa has to go in with the shield to get the plant. That's the game plan, and it didn't happen because they couldn't get the wall. That was the round that we saw the Vandals win on time. Here it comes. Worm is going to get the thermite. Doesn't die. 5. Okay.
Nose.
Playing a very similar angle that he was before.
Perfect.
Going to clear the drone and walk away. But that hard breach opened at the same time. That was very dangerous. They have a full angle.
Icy's down.
Icy does go down. And the Osa shield. Information goes both ways. So the Vandals now know what they're rocking with.
Frank gonna clean up Dark Heart there.
Oh, no!
Frank finds 5 through the wall. It's a double kill for him. Make it another one for Yao Ming. And with Icy still down.
It's just Chan. And he has a lot of work to do.
Oh my god!
Perfect lineup. Both headshots come immediately.
Uni stops the plant.
Yeah, he does come off of it. Maybe a little bit of nerves there.
Damn it. Oh my god!
Chan does hang on by just a hair. A little bit of trade back damage, but yeah. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Osa, first face.
The defuse is down. We have plenty of time. This is either his highlight reel or overtime.
Has to be the 1v5. And he's kind of gotten past Osa. There's the information. Now they know.
He knows it, but they know where he is.
Peek from the window as well is going to make this first fight almost impossible. And then he has an extra fight as well off to his left. That's Uni.
Damn it.
Draken.
I don't think I can say that on stream. Oh well.
Nah, it's fine. That was a tough round. The Vandals fell apart there, right there towards the end. A lot of kills came through quick succession, and yeah, that's a tough one. Now we go to overtime.
We're hydrated though.
We restore bans, and the Vandals do start defense, so technically have the advantage going into overtime.
All right. First 3 rounds, potentially,
Interesting.
to determine it all. And we're going to start off on the first floor.
We are going to the site that we won very quickly on attack and won pretty quickly on defense.
And that's our IGL right there with the little tongue wag. He said really smart things, and then his lips got dry.
He's going, there's no way they try the same thing again. And honestly, I don't think they will. Realistically, I think they're still trying to figure out where they're going because they have the Thermite and the Osa expecting to go top floor, and they're not. They're now realizing pivot. We do have the Dokkaebi in play. That was in play last round. That's the character I was talking about that scans cell phones. Switch off to a Ram. We're going to be playing Verticality. We're going second floor for the side of Kansas. And we'll see how the Vandals pivot to fight that.
I have fear.
Usually this comes in with the Vandals game plan. Is we set a couple of people on the site, and then the rest of them try to hold, off-site, play second floor, play wherever. But we'll see how the Vandals kind of pivot, because that top floor take was very good from Kansas the previous round.
Yes. Yes, it was. But one round does not impact the next round.
Very true. A couple of Vandals just taking a lounge, laying under windows. I'm going to try to punish a quick play, but I don't think that Kansas is going to go for anything too fast.
All right. 2 minutes left on the clock. Chan dies out a window?
Yeah, it looked like it. That was the window he was laying under, and I think he stood up and tried to fight out it. Does come back to bite him. Ton of damage onto Yao Ming, but it's not enough to kill him. And now the Vandal's going to have to fight from behind.
They've done it before. They can do it again. It's only one man down. That drone coming out in lobby there.
Playing this vertical angle. The Vandals do know that's what they're going for, so they're going to try to play it as safe as they can. Darkheart actually going to try to reverse play the verticality. Oh, the information just missed. Awkward timings coming through. Ooh, Frank. Having a very awkward, I don't even know if I've seen that. He's just in the lobby looking towards the angle that Aquino got a triple kill from before. So maybe he's planning for that.
Slightly traumatized from that one.
Yeah. He's not going to get caught off looking the wrong way again. Icy still playing the
Aquino
smoke.
finds Frank.
He does get caught out by it. And now the kind of rotates happen. The Vandals are going to try to send a lurk upstairs, it looks like. It might be Aquino, might be Five. No, Five's going to site.
1 minute left on the clock for Kansas State to try and execute this. It's a 4v4.
And Yao Ming's going to hop in this window. There's no one playing directly below him to punish.
Yao Ming is so low. I didn't even notice that. The hit point advantage is in favor of the Vandals here.
Ooh, bad. Oh, bad frisbee toss. Draken is able to best Darkheart.
Oh
and
my
the
God.
drop down, not ready for it. Icy goes down as well.
Gets smoked out. 5 going to finish Yao Ming. 5 on the double kill against Worm. 5 on the triple kill against Unity. It is 5 against the world. 5 and Aquino are low, but it is just Jack and does not have defuser. Has 20 seconds to find the defuser and get it planted. 5.
He's playing the long haul. Full lurk around. 5 holding for it.
Yeah!
Not.
Oh my God! Wait, it was a triple kill from Draken. I'm blind. I thought I was watching the other person.
Oh, he's running upstairs. Aquino is going to have this fight
4,
on his face.
3. Yes!
Clearing the wrong way. Draken had the perfect read of the situation. He just hit the wrong way. We see Chan and 5. What a beautiful round from 5. That was such good shots that he hit. Pulling that from a 2v4 into a 2v1. Wow. The Vandals are hyped after that one. That was such a good round.
2 tries for 1 round. They are on attack.
Yes.
I know we aren't showing Cavs right now, but I am literally shaking at this point.
Draken is trying his damnedest to win this game. He has put the team on his back. He is top fragging the entire the entire lobby is below him right now, and he's doing everything he can.
Vandals putting their hopes on that second floor site. It's worked out pretty well for them so far.
Yeah, Kansas has done very well on these defenses. The Vandals had a interesting play against it a few times.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, it's again, it's one of those sites where there's so many options to play around. You have so many things that you can do. You send a lurk downstairs. You send people off in the printer room, and you just there's so much space to clear. Luckily, this lobby is very helpful. There's a ton of open space, and the Vandals can get it very quickly, which gives a lot of like fast rotates from first floor, wherever they go. But this is interesting. We are seeing a spawn peak in overtime, game 3 for top 16 in CR6. We are seeing Draken go for a spawn peak. That's how confident he is right now.
It didn't work.
It didn't. No, none of the Vandals spawned over by the jewelry room, but
he went for it.
He went for
I will
it.
give him the credit. He went for it. The question is, does that put him out of position for later on in the round?
I don't know. He's just top square, which the Vandals, they can't really punish unless they were running the Amaru, and we're not doing that. Actually, we got good information right there on that drone as we panned away. There is a player in the vault in the basement, and we have the information.
All right, let's see what we can do with it. That drone has spotted people out, is now running away. Draken on the rotate.
It looks like Aquino is very alone trying to clear this bottom floor.
Shoot. Darkheart gonna fall in the lobby. Such a
Yeah.
sad little corpse right there.
Worm peeking down through this window. Oh, the information. That's such a good Valkyrie camera. Draken trying to fight in tandem with Worm.
Icy did take some damage there with the defuse.
Ooh, good angle.
Great
Not able to
angle.
benefit.
Draken down to half health.
Icy trying to creep his way up those stairs. If he can get up the spiral stairs, that's so much space for the Vandals. Aquino does spot out the Valcam. That's big information gone from Kansas. Legion getting popped.
4v5 for the Vandals, but we've seen them come back from this spot literally last round.
4v5.
Draken and Icy both half health. 5 finds Worm. 1 minute left on the clock.
Frank is in a pretty good spot to try to deal with Icy. If he steps one step too far, he can swing out and take down Icy for free. Luckily, Icy is super calm.
Oh, uh-oh. Aquino and Chan both down. It's now the 4v2. 5 found magic in the last round. 5 must find magic here.
This has to be the ace. 1v4 for him.
39 seconds on the clock.
There's
Does he know where anybody is?
I don't think so. At this point, you kind of have to just assume that there's 3 of them on site because there's not a lot of
He doesn't
time to
even
play
have the
with.
defuser.
Diffuser's top of spiral stair. He's just going to have to run at it. Frank pinging to his team. Yeah, I have it. He has to come to me. And 5's just sitting, waiting for anyone to peek. He might get the chance here. He does get chip damage, but it's not enough. 10 seconds.
Hi.
Yeah, this round's over.
It is. Double kill for 5, though.
Yeah, he's just padding stats at this point. Hand off a keyboard already. The Vandals,
Ladies and gentlemen, it comes down to the final round.
the final round. This is what you had painted the picture of.
I really regret doing that at this point in time.
Yeah, it's stressful, to say the least. The Vandals now up on the defense. This is the strong half that everybody has had. Defense has been where
Look
it's
at how
happened.
back and forth this map has been.
It has been very back and forth. Draken and 5 both battling for the top up there. But, yeah, the Vandals, Icy has had a bit of a rough game since that one round. Like, he had the one round where they rushed. That was all him. I mean, he didn't get all the kills, but that round was very good because of him. He's the support player, so he's not, tasked with getting all the kills. But we would love to see a little bit of a step up as we go into the final round of play.
4 minutes stands between Vandals and Glory
Yes.
or Vandals and Heartbreak.
Yes.
And what's awful is even if we have Heartbreak here, we have to come back on Monday for ECAC playoffs and play like this didn't happen.
Yeah, that's always tough. Because you have to wash off the bad thoughts of we lost and come back into it and play in a different playoff bracket. So either way, the Vandals have played
equally
great.
good schools. Like, we
Yes.
could actually face Utah in ECAC playoffs as well. They're over there in that other group. Enough about that. 3 minutes for Kansas State to make their attack and
Oh,
make
wow.
it stick.
We are seeing fast. This is fast up through trench.
Oh my god. They blitzed us once before and it worked. We
And
blitzed
it's
them and it
happening
worked.
again.
Dark Heart the first to fall.
We're popping the Goyos early. That's really, really, really bad for the Vandals. That is our entire win condition gone to a single Twitch drone. That is literally, I think, 2 minutes, or not 2 minutes, but like a minute of time burned instantly. So that is really bad for the Vandals. They're going to have to win this on kills.
And it won't be Dark Heart who will get them. Kino and Five both been putting this game on their backs for the Vandals. I have fear. Oh my god, those drones getting so much information.
We're red pinging. Interesting. Chan.
Half health.
Oh, his toes getting shot off. He really needs to get out of here, but he can't. It's so dangerous. Goes for the peek. Worm does best him, and now Five trying to fight as well. Oh, Aquino put the phone away. Gonna have to fight. Instantly, he does get the kill.
Okay. It's the 3v4. Kino at half health.
Now their fight up through trench. They're gonna be coming up fast. Draken does go down. Frank gets the kill onto Icy.
Uni with the plans, the 4v1. Aquino trying to salvage Idaho's hopes. The plan is down. It's going to have to be the 1v4 in 40 seconds. Drops. They're GGing already.
That's BM. And it's Aquino that you're up against. Ah, tough. Quick headshot from Draken to put the end of the playoff run for the Vandals. That's a tough way to go out. Bank was very, very back and forth. That was a super close match, and the Vandals can't be too mad at themselves for that. You know, as we said, underdogs going into this, played great all the way to the end, all the way to overtime map 3, but in the very end, not able to pick it up. The Vandals just made a couple too many mistakes right there at the very end, and yeah, long faces for him for sure. Disappointing.
Let's look at it this way, though. We only made top 64 last season.
Yeah,
we
it
made
was
top
improvement.
32 this season.
It is improvement, but yeah, that is going to be the end of the long stream. Kind of longer than we expected to go all the way overtime map 3. That is absolutely crazy. But yeah, I don't know too much to say about it. Tough loss for the Vandals.
We will be back in action with the Rainbow Six Siege team on Monday.
Yes.
I think that's our next scheduled stream because we actually have this weekend off in a weird turn of events.
But yeah, so we'll be back on Monday. I believe I will be back with Shadowy Figure.
I will not be.
Yeah. We should have a couple of replays from this last map. A lot of highlights, honestly. Everybody was playing super great. A lot of pretty incredible moments coming through. Just fast kills, fast double, triple kills coming through. Yeah. Oh, it was Chan in this moment. We all thought it was 5. But, yeah. It was...
Oh, this play is so good.
It's so good. Icy put that round on his back. It was really good to see. So, overall, the Vandals, they played great. It just came down to minimal mistakes, and they got punished a little bit. Kansas played great as well, but what can you do? That was a very, very close back and forth through the last map. Chalet went the way of the Vandals pretty consistently.
It was a 7-3. It was 7-4, excuse me. That was a little bit of a...
It was 7-4. The first map of Clubhouse was 7-2 in the way of Kansas. So both of them had their easy win map, and then it came down to the decider. So, yeah. Sadness here in the in the Pittman Center tonight. We really were hoping to see the Vandals go on to play Utah.
I'm trying really hard to say good things, and all I have is depression.
Yeah.
Because that hurts, and I know that team well enough to know how they're feeling right now. You saw it written all over their faces. And I also know that team well enough to know they are all going to be agonizing over every single mistake they made that lost
For sure.
what could have been that key round.
Yeah. It comes with competing. When you get to these super close games and you go, it was literally the difference of 1 kill, 2 kills. Trust me, I've been antagonized and we'll say
At least this wasn't Purdue, right?
Yeah, exactly. Twice. So it's been very close multiple times, but the Vandals just going to fall short this time. But so that's going to be the end of the road for the CR6 playoff bracket for us. Go ahead and go and follow the other teams that you're interested in. Kansas, if you want them to go all the way, go and follow them. But we will be back next week for some ESEA playoffs.
ECAC, wrong league.
What did I say?
ESEA.
I'm tired. Leave me alone. ECAC playoffs, starting back with R6 on Monday. So, without further ado, I think that'll be the end. We'll see you guys next week.